Would you leave their mouth open and put a little hammer in it?
What?
Why is that your go-to, bro? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mediak. And this week we are ending off Superhero Summer. Kind of. Stay tuned to the end if you want to hear what we're gonna say about that. But obviously, we're going through Fantastic Four First Steps. We're talking about the most recent Marvel movie. Stay tuned to after the review to hear a bunch of movie news, well, media news in general. We actually had a bunch of stuff this week that I'm excited to talk about. And then after that, we're going to talk about other stuff that we read, watched, played, etc. After that, between recordings. All right. Does anyone have anything to start off about this movie? Because there's one thing that I thought it was a meme. What? What'd you say?
Do the plot.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the most important part thing here. Or should I? It's been a while since I've introduced people. For anyone who doesn't know Mediak, Chandler's up over there, Skylar's over there, Austin down over there, the possible rental, possible permanent addition to. We're seeing how it plays out, and then I'm your main host Zach over here. Who wants to do the recap, the plot of Fantastic Four First Steps into the MCU?
Skylar's give me a crack at it. I'm going to try to do a couple sentences.
Before I cut you off, I need to say something real quick. Austin, that's a sick hat. I didn't notice that till
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, actually from Zach. So I wanted to represent.
Yeah, I have taste. Actually, we both have taste because I bought it and he's wearing it.
Exactly. I got compliments at work, like this hat.
Actually, that's awesome. Exactly. Love that. There's 3 people at my work that watch anime. I would not get. No one even realize at my job.
Yeah, there's one guy.
Oh, that's awesome. Love that.
Yeah.
All right, Skylar, take it away.
All right. So in the first 4 Fantastic Steps, we started off with our main characters, the Fantastic Four, and then we go on a little bit. You see a little bit of kind of the day in the life of them, and in this, they're kind of recognized as heroes and kind of celebrities. And later on, we find out that there is a huge problem coming to the Earth. And the Fantastic Four have managed to keep them safe for a long while now. And you'll see that in bits and clips. And then a person named the Silver Surfer comes down and says that the planet is going to be eaten. And essentially flies away. Johnny flies after trying to figure out some stuff, but really gets nothing. And then they find out a little bit and that it is Galactus who is going to devour Earth.
And he's a big cloud.
Is it 826? 826 or something? Is it Earth 826?
Oh yeah, it's 828.
828.
There we go. It's real quick since you brought that up. That's supposed to be in reference to Jack Kirby's birthday or the day in which the first Fantastic Four comic released. I can't remember.
It's his month and day.
Ah, okay, for his birthday. Okay, that's okay. Cool.
So they find out about this Galactus person and attempt to go see him in person to negotiate a deal. And in this time, you find out that Sue Storm is pregnant. And they meet Galactus, and Galactus says he will call off devouring the Earth if Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm give up their child to Galactus so he can be the successor to Galactus. They say no. They come back and they figure out an elaborate plan in order to stop Galactus completely. They figure out they can't, so they try to delay him and they try to send him to a far corner of the galaxy without his ship, so he won't be back for a long while. And then they end up.
They do it.
Actually, yeah, they do it.
and then they do it.
Yeah, and then they do it, and then the Earth is safe for. Maybe 1 million years, I think they said.
Yeah.
1 million years. Yeah.
Till Doomsday, probably.
Yeah, till Doomsday.
Yeah, until Doomsday. And then, obviously, the end credit scene.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, All right. I like the movie. All right. I like the movie.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know that. I want the audience to know that. I'm probably going to be only talking about negatives for the most part. But I want you to know, and I want you to know that means I still like the movie. I just think that you need to explain parts that you don't like more than you need to explain things that you do. And there's just like a couple things that really keep this movie from being like one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. And it like, dude, there's like,
I feel like that's just like a crazy standard to hold that. Like any movie,
Yeah,
really like just like
no, that's fair.
evaluate it on its own.
That's fair. It is on it. I am doing that, but I like if you change like certain ways that the movie and the story is told and like what it is, I think I would have enjoyed it so much more. I don't
I
mean
agree.
like yes, I am comparing it to other things that have come out this year. Like if this movie released probably last year, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have batted an eye at it. I would have been like, this movie is amazing. There's no problems with it at all. But since we've had such like a strong lineup of newly released superhero movies, like I looked back on Thunderbolts and Superman after this movie, and the only thing I thought was that Thanos meme that was like, perhaps I treated you too harshly or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's not, again, it's not that this movie's
It's a good
bad.
year.
It's a really great year. This movie is insanely entertaining, but I feel like a better name for it is like Fantastic Four montages too far, or something like that. I don't know. There was a lot of montages in this movie. It started off with 2 back to back, just showing the Fantastic Four, and then a montage of Baby, and then we got this like fucking awesome scene of meteors flying down with the new Silver Surfer that looks amazing. She looks really great in the movie. And then we get a montage of building their ship to go to Galactus, and then we get, holy fuck, one of my favorite like superhero scenes I've ever seen in a movie. It was so enjoyable. Like from the second they went into space all the way until they came back was so fucking awesome. And I'm gonna, okay, Austin, you're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me with this.
No, you can have negative things. I just like
No. This
we
is a
should
positive.
recognize the positive.
I'm gonna
too.
say a positive, and you're gonna hate what I'm about to say. That's the escape
Oh.
from Galactus. That entire scene, in my opinion, is better than like the entirety. Like there is no scene in Superman that is better than that scene. It's amazing. It's so fucking good. Because the way Reed just takes control and he's like, Sue, you can't do this. And she's like, I have to. And he's like, all right, you're right. You have to. And then he just like commands them to do everything. And it's so tense. And it's also shocking that in a super fantastic July, both movies had black holes in it. That's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. Which is
It did have a
pretty
better
wild.
black hole. They'll get
Yeah,
that to you.
that scene is so tense. Like I knew that all 5 characters were going to be completely fine, but it was so wild. Like that's what I wanted to see at a Fantastic Four. Like if I went into a Fantastic Four movie, I was like, I need to see some weird space shit, and that was exactly it. And it was so like, oh, dude. Whenever we finish a movie, me and G, I always turn to her and I try to have no reaction at all, and I say, "What did you think of it?" And she said, I really like the space scene. And I was like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And that's like my main takeaway. But then right after that, we get into another montage. Also, the scene right whenever they get back.
We can't hear you.
Actually, on my end, we're fine.
Yeah, there's brief pauses where Discord does not pick up the mic.
Are we good now, though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At the moment. Yeah.
The scene right when they get back, I fucking hate. The news reporter scene. Reed turns into a fucking dumb idiot, stupid head. I hate it so much.
I think it's kind of justified. He did just do a whole lot. Had Galactus, had a child in the air while they didn't have enough fuel to
He
get back.
shouldn't have told them about
He's the
it.
smartest man alive. He's the smartest man alive. It is the dumbest, stupidest, idiotic thing. Okay, you shouldn't have talked at all.
Really dumb, but like.
But saying the thing about his kid is so stupid. That irritated me so much. That took me out of the movie. I was like, you had me, Fantastic Four. What the fuck? Like, you just had me.
I would also say that they mentioned earlier that he's the smartest person in the world, but he still can't cook a meal. So he very clearly has his own strengths and weaknesses, and she is the press person.
Yeah, she's the goat.
And Ben is the glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for the dynamic of the team.
Yeah.
But I do agree that like a big focus of the movie, or at least on Reed's part in the movie, was that like he examines all of the possible outcomes of what he's doing or what they're doing, and to not think that telling the press, hey, that world-ending
Yeah.
threat would be over if I just tossed that alien my baby,
Yeah.
and you'd all be saved. Instead, we're actually going to spend $8 trillion doing our plan that isn't going to work.
Well, they don't know it's not going to work. Also, like that scene
Yeah.
in particular, I was watching it and I was planning on picking it apart because I didn't like it in the trailer because I thought it was dumb that Reed said, "I don't know." And I think I'm tripling down on that. I think it's the stupidest fucking thing ever. I hate that entire press conference scene. I think if you remove that from the movie entirely, the movie is so much better. But also, like, you need it because that's the entire crux of the plot. You know, like, how does the world find out about the baby thing or whatever?
Yeah, because it's not really a problem.
Yeah.
Unless they do it. But
Exactly. Oh
I don't
my
know.
God. And then we get into a montage of them trying to find out a solution, and then they attempt a solution, and then that's actually a pretty interesting scene because I was like, oh, this is the climax is happening faster than I thought, and then Shia LaBeouf just came in and wrecked the entire place. I thought that was cool. I thought the end of that scene was a little fast, and not that it was bad. Like, I think it makes sense.
Johnny stuff?
What? Yeah, the Johnny stuff. I really liked it, but it happened in like 45 seconds. I felt like someone tell me I'm crazy. Am I wrong with this?
Expecting everything.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking it. I'll take it. I'll take
That
it.
was I thought that was well timed.
Okay.
It
I
kind of
agree.
flowed pretty well.
I like that one a lot because like they had like a full-on conversation in
Right.
2 separate languages.
Right. Okay.
And,
I was the least confident in that nitpick compared to anything else I was saying in the movie. The montage thing
Yeah.
is my biggest like problem in the movie because it really just felt like there were a handful of scenes and then just they were interplaced between a series of montages throughout the movie because it was 2 montages at the beginning, montage of building the ship, montage of them figuring out a plan, plans destroyed, and then we now have a montage of them doing the uniting the world. That was the next montage, and that was the end of the movie. So that's what did I say? 5 or 6 of them? Like that's
No, it was 4. It was 4. I counted them. Yeah, because it was the first one that was like History of the Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. Second one
the baby
was
one.
the baby, and then
Building
the
the
third
ship.
one.
They had the building the
Building
ship
the ship.
montage, and then they
Yeah,
had
that's 3.
the creating a plan montage, and then they had the uniting
hold
the
on.
world. Because
Building a ship.
Yeah, building a ship to go to Galactus, like getting everything prepared that way. You know what? We can count the montages when we watch the movie a second time. Who cares?
I watched. I tried to do it this time, but then it was 4 or 5.
4 or 5 is still a lot, you know. I think like 1 or 2 is a solid amount, and I understand that we're trying to like show the passage of time here, but like I don't know, it was just too much. It was really hard to get a grasp of what the timeline was of this movie. Like someone confidently tell me how much time passed from the beginning of this movie to the end of it. Well, okay, you could say 4 years because that's cheating, but I meant like before the post-credit scene.
I feel like it'd be like 3 months or something.
I think it's more than that because they had such.
I'm not confident. Fair, but like,
right. There's such a big gap between Galactus being at Jupiter and then being at Earth compared to him being in a fucking another solar system to being at Jupiter. It had to have been like 9 months.
I don't know.
He got to
Franklin
Jupiter.
wasn't that big. He didn't really change that much.
Dude, they had to travel in light speed to get where the Galactus was at, and then travel in light speed back. And he traveled. It was like definitely several days from Jupiter to Earth. So like either he decided to go light speed until he got to Jupiter, and then he just was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my time now. Or it just was a long ass time.
Waiting for them to like change their mind about and give them Franklin.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or like kind of scan it, like go a little slower to kind of like scan and make sure they didn't try to leave.
Maybe
Franklin like leave.
That's fair. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of like the timeline in general. It was just really hard in my opinion. Like just that was a big thing for me. I wasn't the biggest fan of it because it was hard to tell how old Franklin was. Because I couldn't be like predicting if he was going to impact the final fight or not because I didn't know how old he was going to be at the end of the movie because I was like, okay, well, the next scene could be a montage where we travel the next 4 years and Franklin's throwing shit around with his telekinetic powers or whatever. I actually, not that that's like a bad thing. I guess it's a good thing that I couldn't guess, but
I feel like it might have been a bad thing. If we wanted to, we could really think about this. He was freshly born, right, as they were leaving Galactus.
yeah. Well, and then they said they were gone for 3 months. Is that because of the time differential of space of light speed travel, or was it because it actually just was like 3 months that they were gone? Because I think about it, because they didn't have their light speed on the way home, right? So maybe it just was 3 months from.
Wait. No, I think they did have the light speed on the way home because they
thinking about this
shot around the black hole.
You're right. You're right.
It was 0.88 like times light speed, so like more than likely they got back pretty fast. I thought like like the 3 months, was that actually said that
They
was
said
how long
they were gone for
space?
3 months on their three. They said they've come back on their 3-month voyage or something like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it again. I'm honestly not 100% sure, but like
I liked it overall.
You're right.
Though. It was such a fun, enjoyable movie. I just thought that it felt a little hollow at the end because there wasn't like a you know how like Thunderbolts, that movie is about depression and finding your place in the world told through superheroes. Like you can relate your 9 to 5 to Florence Pugh's getting bored with being an assassin or whatever. So it means something. You can leave that movie feeling different. Like Superman's about hope and being a better person. You can leave that movie like actually wanting to change your life. This movie is about the Fantastic Four.
No, it's about family.
it's about family. Honestly, I was gonna say the same thing, and I think the end does emphasize that.
Yeah.
Like with Sue pushing Galactus like into a portal and dying.
It's mainly like it's like just
they never
Sue,
like
you know.
It's not. Yes, that's. What'd you say, Sky?
They always like backed each other.
No, that's
regardless of what it was. They were always trying to help the other one.
Yeah, I
think
really didn't like that scene where she united the world. Like I felt like that ruined the family plot to me because it was
her whole thing is that she is the press person. They had to show her being the press person.
I didn't like that. Yeah, I liked her like speaking to everyone in front of like Congress and stuff like that, but I didn't like her standing out with her baby and telling everyone like,
well,
hey,
that was her trying to
don't be mad.
Like that.
It just was so lame to me. It just was like this 2-minute scene.
Like it's people that were saying death to your child, and she came out within punching distance with her child. It was a statement. Like it was her saying like, hey, you know that if we do what you're saying to do, this child that you see with your 2 eyes is gonna die or whatever, basically in a sense die. And like I don't know, I like that scene. I will defend that scene. Ending not so much, but
I mean, she also kind of was saying how like she treats all of them as her child, and she's also saying she wouldn't sacrifice any of them for him either.
Well, but if like in my head I'm like but okay, I think you're right. I'm being too harsh on the movie.
You're overhating on this scene. I think it's just
I'm still not like in love with it. I think on a rewatch I'm not going to be like just personally. I don't think I'm going to be like I love this scene. But my idea, my context watching the movie was no matter what they're going to lose and the Earth is going to get destroyed because at the end of Thunderbolts we see them in the MCU universe. So I was like, okay, you're telling them I'm going to save you and that your lives matter as much as Franklin's. But like at the end of the day, they all fucking die. So it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, they ended up surviving, which like, I don't know. I mean, good for them. I don't know. Maybe I have to watch the movie again. So, yeah, the universe is going to explode, but it's not going to be because of... No, it's probably going to be because of Franklin, honestly. But it's...
I don't think... I was thinking this might not exactly be movie related, just like a theory for like Doomsday probably or Secret Wars, but like...
Wait, real quick. I'm just going to interject. Have you thought about the fact that they haven't figured out the end of the movie yet?
Of Doomsday?
Yeah.
What do you mean thought about it? You brought it last week.
I know. I was just messing with you because, like, whatever your theory is, it probably doesn't matter because they don't know.
It does. I think they know where they're going to with Secret Wars.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty easy. Like, the framework's there.
Yeah.
Finishing a movie, like, especially in that, like, middle point between, like, the building up of Secret Wars and, like, the actual, like, Battle World stuff, like, it's got to be weird. No, but I'm thinking Franklin is going to be like the Molecule Man in like Secret Wars, where he's like the one to destroy everything, maybe. Or that would be cool.
I honestly kind of thought that's what it was too. I honestly kind of forgot about that. Did Franklin create the? No, he was the end of it. He created the reboot, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that's what
created
it
the reboot.
was. Okay, in the entire thing, I kept thinking to myself like, oh, Doom's just gonna use him to do what Molecule Man did, but I forgot Molecule Man did that. I thought I just kind of placed the end in the middle of the story, but I don't know. I'm kind of really indifferent towards that plot line. Now, question: is that Doom the multiverse Doom, or is that Doom from the Earth there? Like the
I'd say the Earth there. That's gonna be my guess.
Especially since they hinted at it,
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Latveria
Wait.
like not being there.
It's 20 minutes in and we haven't talked about the characters of this movie. That is kind of that is 100% my fault, but it's also blasphemous that we haven't done that yet. I love them. I think everyone was really fantastic in this movie.
I was wondering what you were gonna think of Reed.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I was gonna go in order the way that we did last time, but okay, thank you for saying that. You're gonna transition me into it. I think Pedro Pascal, like the writing of Reed and the acting of Reed was really fantastic. I liked how he always kind of had a blank face and
Say that again.
But I liked how his powers, and he used his powers so frequently, and that was really enjoyable to me. I liked how he was very objective, and that led to arguments with Sue. I thought that was really handled way better in this movie than it was in the other movies. However, Pedro Pascal is not a good cast. I think he did the best acting he could have possibly done as Reed Richards. However, he is too cute and too soft-spoken for me to be like, this guy is a dick. Like whenever that scene when Sue is yelling at him and being like, really?
100%. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just was like,
it was a family portion. It was.
You haven't seen the last
to anybody in his family.
You guys are both saying. So Scott, go first.
I go.
He was never intending to be mean to anybody in his family.
Totally.
He was speaking softly to them on purpose.
Yeah,
and
I know.
He wasn't really ever mean. He was always dealing with his family.
Yeah, but like it was mean. I appreciate. I liked every word he said. I just wish that I don't know. Like I don't know.
He was nice in this movie, but they left the door open to where
but he was
you could have like.
I like that. Like his thoughts. Like I don't know. The thing is. Thinking.
He wasn't mean. He was blunt and objective with his thoughts.
Yeah.
And they were perceived as mean thoughts or bad ideas. But like and what his actions showed were completely good. But because he has those thoughts in like future movies, they could like go down that road, like we know, like in the alternate versions. But
he was a little disappointing. Or sorry, Austin, you go. You wanted to say your.
Oh no! I think that's fair. I was going to counter Zach's other point and say he hasn't seen The Last of Us. He definitely isn't like a cutie pie in that. Like he's.
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I was like, all right, this is the game I played.
Yep. And then. Yeah, Chen, you can go.
I maybe like I'm adding a little bit to what Zach said, but he wasn't my version of Reed Richards.
Like I wanted him to be so badly. Like he was saying things that I know Reed says, and he was like being fast and smart the way I wanted Reed to, but something just wasn't clicking the way that the other 3 characters were for me. And the other 3 they clicked hard as fuck. It was like the end of trains that connect them together. It was a chunk, and there's no getting them apart. They were really crazy. I really enjoyed them. Chandler, sorry for cutting you off.
It's fine. I had like 2 kind of characters I didn't care for so much.
Okay.
Reed and Human Torch. Sorry, Kane, if you're listening.
What? Holy shit! Holy fuck! Who was the standout for me? What the shit? Holy crap!
I forget those older Fantastic Four films, like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But whoever plays that Reed Richards, like for some reason I'm getting like flashbacks. Like
he looks so.
Whoever that
Reed Richards,
that actor. Yeah, like I think that actor is my version of Reed Richards. Like,
I
don't remember if he acted well or not. Like what? I just
like him.
Right. I just think. Yeah. I don't think just looks is why, but also I think just the way he might have acted.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I just don't think like when Reed was smart in the film, and he obviously had a chalkboard and he was doing equations to
He did have a
Reed.
chalkboard.
Like it looked like gibberish. Like I feel like normally Reed like explains things in ways or thinks more.
But that's why the ship scene was so great, because he just was like telling everyone what to do and explaining everything as he was doing it. It was fantastic, might I say.
But do I need to like explain the Human
He
Torch?
also was like, I think I'm defending him so hard, but like, he was explaining during all the chalk scenes. He was like,
For the
talking,
most
like,
part, he
back
was,
to
yeah.
while he was writing.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I liked everything he did at like motion wise. Just I don't know. I never liked it whenever they announced him as Reed, and like seeing it in the movie. He still just doesn't
Okay.
visually look like
I
Reed
was
to
like-
me. It doesn't.
I was skeptical about it, but I think he was great.
His acting was
I think
awesome.
he
His
was
acting was
fantastic.
amazing. Yeah.
I think we
actually
just need more time with him. Like,
Maybe.
it's Pedro Pascal. We've seen him in like a bunch of other things. I agree that he didn't immediately click in like
He
everyone
needs a
else
tall
did.
head. Pedro's is too wide. Reed needs a tall head. That's
There's no way that's it. There's just
that
no
is
way
it. That is 100% it. Reed needs a tall head. Pedro Pascal's is round.
Like, you gotta go outside and touch grass, my guy. Like, what are you talking
Yes,
about?
you're right.
Like,
Yeah,
come
there's a-
on.
No, I do.
Like-
Yeah.
He's discriminating about other.
I'm not
other
actually
reasons.
removing points from the movie from this. Like this part of it is not something I'm critiquing the movie on. It's just like
Sit down after you
It's
watch it.
just-
You're like, Reed has round head.
Reed is
Yeah,
round head. It needs to be tall. No, I'm critiquing
honestly.
Disney on this because you know they casted him as Reed Richards because he's Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, but I think he just.
He did great. He did fantastic. He was like, you know what? I know you're typecasting me right now, but I'm gonna fucking act my ass off, and he did. He did.
He
great.
did. I
He
think
did
might have
great.
been
He
the-
did fantastic.
I think he might have been the best actor in the whole movie.
Yeah, he probably he did. He objectively was the best
Franklin's
actor.
pretty good. Franklin's pretty good.
Yeah, Franklin killed it. Yeah.
Franklin?
Yeah. That shot.
I don't know about that, man. Franklin had some rough moments there. Like, being
Yeah,
held by
I
the
don't know.
thing at the end, I was like, my guy, what happened to your acting school lessons? Like, get back in there.
Guys, I liked the Thing in his clothes. I liked how the Thing
He
had
was
clothes
awesome.
on. He had so
Yeah,
many
he was my
fits.
favorite.
He had so many different fits. It was awesome. He had a
And
beard.
then he had the beard.
Yeah, then he had the
That
beard.
was so cool.
Beard was great.
It was.
Thing was
Can I
It's
say a
okay,
hot
so-
take about the thing?
what?
He was my least favorite by a significant margin in the group.
He just
Not
didn't- he didn't have like
Because
anything to
he
do.
wasn't
And he-
awesome. He had the worst plot line in the movie and the absolute like least amount of purpose in
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, he wasn't
Like,
like,
and
a part of
he
the
wasn't even a character.
He was the one that kept them all together. It's just like, boy, no, you're not shitting on him. He
And,
was
like,
not the
he
one.
didn't
Gave
even
birth to-
do.
or he gave birth.
He didn't
He
use-
like delivered Franklin.
Yeah, he
That's
didn't
just a
use
weird
his-
thing to think about.
That is a weird thing to think about. He didn't use his powers until the very end against Galactus, which was like super
His
just
strength?
what?
Just his strength?
Yeah.
In it, he picked up multiple cars in the movie.
Okay, well, yeah, but he didn't like
He was showing off.
that.
I think this.
Huh?
Nobody would have really used their powers until that then, besides Johnny.
Johnny
He's the only
was
one who could
Johnny
fly.
was spamming the fuck out of his. No, Reed was
Yeah.
stretching all over the place. He was like, man,
He wasn't doing all much. He was not that doing it that.
He's
frequently.
doing it more than the Thing was picking up shit. He picked up a car and then threw a couple.
But
trucks
what's
at
he gonna use
Galactus.
practically? I think
No,
that's
I know,
more
I'm
just
not
like an
sa-
issue.
Yeah, that's-
It's an issue with how they made the movie. Like,
Yeah,
I think
that's
one
what
of
I
my
was gonna
biggest
say.
things is like
The Thing's
sort of
great.
touching back. The thing's great,
He's just not in
but
it a lot.
because there's no conflict or anything like
Yeah.
physical conflict, he kind of just is there a lot of the
He's
time.
the glow. He
But,
keeps
like-
it together. He helps.
The Thing ain't going nowhere, Skylar.
Like, he helps Reed de-stress. He helps Sue deliver the child. He helps get them back. I
He's
don't
a
know what he
supporting
wants.
character.
Skylar is defending his favorite
Everything.
superhero of all time.
He is awesome, and I love the thing, and that's why that's my critique is that he's not doing more things. He's capable.
say
I
that
know
again.
he is, but like he just hasn't been given the responsibility he deserves. This is a pro thing statement.
Skylar, do you not want to see more of him?
I do, but he was doing everything.
I want to see more. Give me more things.
more. I want my man to have a rest and be able to talk to the girl he wanted in the movie. He finally stopped feeling like a monster for a little bit of time.
What are we talking about?
We never saw him be like a monster.
He
This is the least
No.
monster.
doesn't know her.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does. It's a school teacher, clearly.
That's the one character trait he knows about her, and now
and that's all he needs.
And she's
was pretty,
nice.
And then she has a stable job.
And she told him to throw some cars at a kid. Like, damn, she cool.
Yeah, exactly. No, she has a good sense of humor. That's 3.
And he chose to spend some of his time when the world was gonna die with her.
Talking to that person, he has no idea who she is, but he was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk away from my family that I've known for my entire life and just say hi to this lady I've said 2 conversations to.
I'm so glad you cut out for the entirety of that. I know I didn't want to hear any of it.
It's okay.
I got the gist.
Look, I think Austin's right. This is like the reason that the thing is kind of.
You all are wrong. I'm the most stand with the fish.
Don't speak, Sky.
So like he's like, if the thing is involved, it's perfect. I don't even want to hear anything related to it. Favorite superhero ever.
He's the GOAT. I don't care. He's the best. It was awesome. You got to see that he can actually throw rocks.
That is pretty sick.
Awesome.
The beer was sweet.
Yeah, the beer.
All his fits were sick.
His fits are sweet, Skylar.
He was the big family member. He was the one making them all like into a family. Without them, it would just be they're there because they have powers. And Johnny's related to Sue, and Sue is married to Reed. He's the one that makes it a family. He makes them all sit down for dinner. He teaches Johnny proper manners. He helps Sue deliver the baby.
This is fucking awesome.
Calm down. I am actually angry now. He was not bad. He was
not the best. He was not the best.
He was second best. I think Reed was I think Johnny was the best.
Johnny's fantastic.
Oh, can I say one thing in your support, Sky?
Absolutely.
I think it's really good.
Absolutely.
I think it's really good that they made him like the capable pilot of the group.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think that is something that was like so lacking, especially in Fan 4 Stick, where he's like, why is he an astronaut? And like, no, he was actually a bad pilot. Yeah. And
also, that was like, Reed, you want to do this crazy thing. We want him to go here to here. Why are you complicating it? He was the moderator. He was so important. Without him, every conflict gets escalated by at least 10.
You're right, Skylar. You're right.
Thank you. That's all I want.
Yeah. Skylar just wants to hear the words, no matter how hollow they are.
Skylar changed all of our minds. And now we're going to
Yeah. He just wants to hear the words.
Thing is either the best or the second best character in this movie, depending on your feelings about Johnny, and that's understandable.
Sue was great. But Sue was the standout for me. Like, it's shocking.
Was great.
Mainly because I was shocked. I don't think she had like the best arc or the best acting out of them. I just was shocked because they like haven't ever done anything with Sue before, ever.
Yeah, I love
her at the end, but that's it.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah. I think we talk about the ending and we give it its own portion.
Yeah. Let's just do Sue last, then do Johnny next, and then we can get to Sue and then the issue.
We could talk about the end.
Dude, Johnny was so sick.
Dude, I love how much he used his powers. It was so, that was my
and his brain.
Smart was so nice too. Oh, speaking of, shout out to Kyle. Guess what? Yesterday, I know this. He knows about this. I got a text from friend of the podcast, friend of the channel from the 3 up there, not Austin. He doesn't. I don't think you've met our old roommate, one of the best friends of us, Kyle from college. But he texted me and said, "Are you home? If so, go outside." So I opened the door. In the Lego mug from Fan 4 Stick was there. It's in my kitchen. I'm not going to get up and go get it. I apologize. I was going to drink coffee on the podcast, but it's like 8:30. So I figured that this probably, if it was like 7, I would have done it. But sorry, guys, too late. But yeah, it's pretty sick. I'll definitely use it next time on the podcast to show it off. But that was awesome. Thank you, Kyle. You're the best. It was a really nice surprise to see that at the door. So that was something to bring up under the Johnny segment. But yeah,
he told me about that yesterday. I saw him, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then so it was really funny.
It was awesome. It was a fantastic surprise.
Do it again. So does everybody think Johnny's best thing he does in this movie is figure out the entire other language himself? Is that the most impressing thing?
It's before. I think it's before that, though. Honestly, it's the beginning of that. It's whenever he asks her, like what that means, because he kind of goes about that conversation like he's like this
he's
idiot just asking questions.
Yeah.
No, but yes, he has the intention of read.
Yeah.
But to the Silver Surfer, it doesn't seem like he's trying to figure her out. It just
Right,
seems
okay.
like a goofball, like asking dumb questions,
around,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, is that part of your body?" And like, "Oh, what's those words mean?" But no, he like used it, and it
Yeah.
was awesome.
It was so smart. I do have one thing to say about that. That's that scene in specific, actually, the one where he's talking to her. I think that the CG in this movie is shockingly fantastic for a Marvel movie recently. It is so good, except for that scene on Johnny, because it very much looks like he's played it in and there's a green screen. What?
What scene are you talking about?
Where he's flying next to the Silver Surfer. It to me,
Oh,
I think that's the only
I-
scene that's like, okay, it's not the best work in this movie, but I'll forgive you.
On
Galactus is
Are you
shit.
talking about the one on Earth? Oh, okay, yeah.
On
I
Galactus
think it's the same
is
one.
shit,
I was gonna
yeah.
say on Earth, I thought it was good.
On Earth, it
There,
looks
I thought
great. In space, that scene is really beautiful. I really enjoy that shot, even though it's like the most reused inspiration shot in the history of the universe. You know, like the
Still cool.
touching the angel picture.
cool.
It was still a cool shot. It was still a really cool shot. But like I've seen Zack Snyder do it 7,000 times in every single movie he's ever made. So I kind of was like, all right, I get the reference. Still looks pretty cool. But the shot where he's asking Silver Surfer questions, it looks super like not my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Whenever
I didn't think it was that bad.
I
feel like
it was
this
bad, but it was definitely the most noticeable part. Of
I need
the
to look.
movie.
I need to watch that part again. Like I didn't notice it. I noticed the baby Franklin at the end, like wanting to see Mama Sue like crawling through the air. I'm like, ooh, that's one ugly CGI baby.
Okay, so I had a couple of those too that I wrote down. One of them was
Why did both of these movies in July have a black hole and a gross CGI baby? What the fuck?
inspiration.
hitting on the charts right now.
You're right. It's like whenever
People want black holes and
year-
CGI babies.
Yeah, it's like in like 2003, whenever two movies about ants came out in the same year.
Dude, we didn't even wait. We're going back to the thing. We didn't even talk about the fact that they made Clobber in Time the joke.
I thought that was
We didn't
pretty
even
funny.
mention
I like that. I did
That
actually
was
like
so
that.
funny. I'm not
Also,
saying it,
they never
but
called
I'm
him the
not saying
Thing. They didn't say the Thing at all throughout the entire movie. They just called him Ben.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because he has a name.
Yes, I get it. But it's like that. It's like, Skylar, did you see that meme? I might have sent it to you.
Did they use anyone's names really?
Yeah, they
Like,
said
besides the cartoons.
They called him Mr. Fantastic in his TV show, and then I think called him the Human Torch a handful of times. I'm pretty sure, but I don't think they said Invisible Woman or the Thing.
I don't remember hearing any of them. I think
they didn't
feel like
say
it's-
Mr.
the only thing I
Fantastic.
really
It was
heard
just
was
written on the show. No, they did say Mr. Fantastic because it was like Fantastic Science Lessons with Mr. Fantastic. They said that out loud at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that one is true. I do remember that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of them else though, because I feel like 99% of the movie is within like the 4 to 5 if you want to count.
I'm pretty sure someone
But,
called
like-
Johnny Human Torch at one point. Goodbye, Jen.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Okay,
only remember them using their names. Except
I'll
for
have to
Mr.
watch
Fantastic.
now,
I'm gonna watch it again, but I don't want to watch it in theaters because I do want Superman to make more money than this, just because the DCU had way less of a chance than the MCU has had so far. So
I need Superman to make more money.
Superman's not going to make more money. I just want Superman to make more of my money, and so far it is.
That means more money.
So the other thing is sometimes I thought the Thing holding some things made the thing he was holding look a little wonky.
Yes, like
It didn't happen a ton, but Franklin was one.
Yes,
that was
Franklin.
what made me think of it.
I was thinking of in the middle and the end, and then also he held like a box at one point.
There might have been.
Go ahead.
There might have been one or two things in between, maybe. No, it wasn't everything. It was not everything.
Yeah,
but it was
Dude, you're
the
saying
occasional one.
can't keep up. You said things so many times in that sentence.
Yeah, I know.
Say that
Club.
again. I'm clobbering. That was fun. I did enjoy Johnny's fire, but like I don't know. It still didn't jive.
The best part was when he grabbed the thing.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, I also liked how he could choose to go like like scare
Partial,
fire.
right?
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was super cool. His like whenever he went CG fire, it something about it was like uncanny for me in the way that it didn't like. It was one of those things I didn't super jive with. I honestly kind of like Michael B. Jordan's a little bit better. I know that's really blasphemous to say, but I liked whenever he just was flamey and didn't have the CG face. But something about the
Yeah.
teeth and the eyes of the
Yeah,
Johnny
I
I
didn't
wasn't the
notice
biggest
that.
fan of.
It didn't.
I'm not saying it's
It didn't really
bad.
bug-
I'm just saying
Yeah,
since we
it didn't
literally
bug
had a direct comparison 5 days earlier, I'm like
That is
kind of
true.
jive with the other one a little bit better. Not that
I
it's bad.
I think I like more on this one the fact that he can like stop the fire like on his arms and carry
Yeah.
like Franklin. Like
Yeah.
that was really cool. Like, I never
Yeah.
thought of him being able to do that. I thought it was all or nothing.
Dude, also sucking up
thought-
the fire at the beginning. Dude,
I know that's what you were saying at first. That was awesome.
yes, dude, me and G, when we were seeing that, we were like, oh, dude, he's so going to use that some other time in the movie. And he never used it again. Ah, damn it, dude. It's so annoying. I don't want to repeat myself because the people can hear me.
Yeah.
I just really want to know what the
Context clues.
Okay,
I would like piece in things whenever you know
Right.
your voice disappears, but this one I really want to hear what you had to say. So sorry, fan,
Me-
to re-
It's okay. Me and G really thought that was going to be like a Chekhov's gun. We're seeing the powers of the Fantastic Four. We're seeing the capabilities they can do. This is what they're going to use in the final bit of the movie. So me and G were just waiting for him to absorb fire and like make it into a Hadouken or a Kamehameha or something, or just do something with that ability. And it never came back around. And it's not like, again, I'm not taking points off the movie for that, but just, I wanted more. You know, like, why show us the pistol if you're never going to shoot it?
We need more combat scenes is
Yeah.
the thing, and that's like but I think one at the beginning, because there was another combat, like another fighting scene originally in the movie,
Yeah.
because we know
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich's character,
Yeah.
and they could have just eliminated most of that first montage, got us like into like a cold open basically with the fighting scene or something, and like gotten that out of the way, eliminated a montage, and then you have like kind of a longer period without fighting, but you're like kind of okay with it since it started with that.
Well, I think
I
the
think
main.
one
Go
of
ahead.
the-
Sorry.
We might be saying the same thing. I think one of the
I
big
think so.
problems with it is it wants to be like the Fantastic Four movie that you can start with, but also it's like, okay, people have
Yeah.
probably seen a couple of these.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, we don't want to over explain, so they try to briefly touch on it in a montage in the beginning.
Yeah.
So people aren't like, so why is he stretchy? Why is that guy a rock? So like they briefly mention it.
Yeah.
Just to like,
But we
like,
also
something went wrong and this is what happened. But like,
We
like
also-
I feel like it could have gone either way and kind of explained it in the beginning.
Yes.
But I don't think it should have used. Actually, maybe it might have been able to use the Superman word beginning and like epilogue right at the beginning, but it would have cut a montage and it would have been a couple seconds instead of a couple minutes.
I think
So,
just throwing us in would have been a much better thing. Because, like, I'm going to be honest here, guys. It's not that hard of a concept. You could pick it up along the way. So, like, I don't
Probably.
think seeing, like, I liked seeing the montage because, well, in the movie, whenever it was the first montage of the movie, I was like, oh, this is fun seeing all like, them use their powers in creative ways and see all these different comic book characters throughout history and stuff like that. But, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna bring it back around. I promise I'm not just ending this conversation to not bring it back up again. What I was gonna say, Skylar, is that I heard a rumor that the original cut of this movie was around nearly 5 hours long, which makes complete and total sense because there's just so much here.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because this isn't a starter Fantastic Four movie. This shouldn't have been their first Fantastic Four movie. Skylar's 100% right because we're trying to like go through their origin for the people who don't know these characters because this is the first movie of theirs, but we're also trying to do one of the most complicated Fantastic Four stories and trying to make it have like a satisfying arc and end in a satisfying way. And it just isn't possible. Like in a way that's going to make it a perfect film, you know?
Yeah.
I think honestly, this is the episode of Zach being a hypocrite, but I think this movie would have been really great if it was like 3 hours long. If you gave it a little bit more so you can delve into the actual characters a little bit more. What was that?
I think 3. Well, how long was it? It was like
It was 2 hours
like
flat, about.
Okay, maybe I agree. I was gonna say if you added like 40 minutes, it's probably good.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
I thought the movie ended abruptly too.
so fast.
Happened.
Like I expected something to happen after Galactus came out. I was like, okay, where's Doom? All right, is Galactus gonna teleport back in? And then the credits rolled, and I was like, so I guess the Earth isn't going to blow up then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was like.
So are we talking about the end officially now?
Yeah, we could talk. Okay, let's talk about Sue a tiny bit, and then we could go into the actual end of the movie. I loved her costume. Best costume in the movie. Oh, Chandler, go Human Torch. Sorry.
Earlier, I said I didn't like him, and you all went crazy. So I know you want.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I do because I already had to defend the thing so far.
Better Human Torch.
You're just wrong.
Human Torch. Is he not supposed to be a goofball, or am I mistaken?
He's a goofball in this movie.
He is. We don't.
Goofball might not be the best word for it. Yeah, it's more about like a hothead and like.
He's a silly, smart guy.
Yeah.
Is he really supposed to be smart though? Is he supposed to be smart?
Well, okay. There are so many different interpretations of the Fantastic Four that it doesn't fucking matter what they're supposed to be or not.
Right. Okay.
This is their powers they have. That's the basic concept of the Fantastic Four.
I liked him in action. I loved everything like on the screen when the Human Torch is on the screen, but I guess he's maybe not my choice like Pedro Pascal is for Reed. I just don't like how he deciphered the language like you guys all did. I don't think that was just within his wheelhouse or capabilities, unless maybe technology helped him to decipher it. Like I can understand that. I'm sure like Reed built so much stuff that helped.
He does live with the smartest person ever. You might have found it.
I think they're all pretty smart, to be fair. And by pretty smart, it's not like normal people pretty smart. It's like they're astronauts, and to be astronauts, you have to be like insanely smart compared to the average person.
He just have the language in like 5 months, whatever the time is. Like he did nothing. That was silly. I do like the emotional moments with him and Silver Surfer. I'm not taking that away, but I find it hard to believe how he deciphered the language.
Fair.
I actually, I don't know, because he was always saying like, if I just had like some key, I could figure this out, and then he was able to get his key on his own.
Had like 10 words on it. Like, how does that decipher?
I feel like that's enough letters.
The Rosetta Stone that literally happened in real life. It's called the Rosetta Stone. That's how they figured out.
And he mentions that in the movie too. Yeah.
Okay.
One other thing I was gonna say, they did a cliche scene with him, but in a way that I really liked it, because I feel like the scene in which the goofy character experiences something that's crazy and he's trying to show it to the team is always done really terribly. But I think it was done pretty well in this movie, because like he was understandably like within character explaining it poorly to everyone in the room. So like it didn't make me feel like, oh, this is a gross cliche moment. But after the scene happened, I thought about it and I was like, that was a really well done version of that cliche. I quite enjoyed that. Like that kind of showed that you can. What was it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but like it's something that's hard to describe. Like, how would you describe the tone of an alien speaking in an alien language, but you feel it? So like, it makes sense. It's a good application of it.
Exactly, but there's like 1,000 movies out there that have done that in the worst ways possible. Like they just make this stupid character ultra mega stupid just for that one scene, so they couldn't explain it to the rest of the team, so the movie can happen. But they did it perfectly in that. I really enjoyed it. I know that's like a really dumb scene to be like, oh, I enjoyed that. Okay, are we all done with Johnny? Can we move on to the final person?
No, I'll save it. I'll save it for the favorite, least favorite. Never mind. I'll save it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go to Sue.
Okay. She had the best costume. I loved her pregnancy suit.
Disagree. Things is better.
Why are you shocked, Zach?
No, okay, it was the thing. Okay, I forgot about that. It made me really happy because I when she was pregnant, I didn't expect her to go on missions and stuff. But then she had her the one from the comic, the exact same costume, and I was like, that's adorable. I love it so much. I'm very happy. Like, I'm still not in approval of her going into space while pregnant. However, I like the costume.
It's like, are you ready for me to blow your mind? That exact thing make it one of your favorite superheroes of all time, and then that was me every time the thing was on the screen in a
I
costume.
loved how many fits he had. Dude, they all had such
Dude,
great fits. Dude, the outfit designer for this movie was popping the fuck off because it wasn't like they were just giving him one outfit for the different days. They were just, dude, they went crazy with it, and especially with the thing. I really, really enjoyed that. All the
Like
different
for the
outfits.
time period too, like, and really
Yes.
just the entirety of the movie.
I love the vibe. The vibe of the movie is the best part. Best part of the movie, easily.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's so awesome.
Actually, this is kind of like a weird one, but like kind of like similar to Johnny. I didn't realize that Invisible Woman can partially turn herself invisible. I never thought of that possibility.
Oh, I hated that
I
scene.
thought that was really
hated that
cool.
scene.
What?
No, dude. The entire time
why
I was like,
doesn't that
"That's
make
so
sense?"
No, I like it. I like it makes sense, but I was like, I
Oh,
didn't want
you
to
were creeped
fucking
out.
see
Okay,
that.
yeah.
I didn't want to see that. You could have said that
That's how-
happened. You could have
That's
said
how
it
you were
happened.
made, my guy.
I don't care. I don't
Johnny.
care. It was gross. Like I just was like, eh. You know? Eh.
No, it was. I think it was kind of like
Mr. Eye Guy. What the fuck?
hey, I have my scene. Shut up. I have mine.
Okay.
No, this one also isn't eyes, by the way.
I know, but it was yucky like it.
No, it was not. Like it was like kind of like weird to see her like be able to like partially turn herself invisible. And kind of the only thought of my mind is like if like she has to be like a doctor's like favorite patient. Like they can always get the diagnosis.
Oh yeah.
Right? 'Cause they can
Like,
literally
what's
see-
what's wrong? Oh, let me show you.
Yeah, like
That's
it
my
might be a
narrative.
fracture. I don't know. And then like that, it has to be like it has to be kind of. Oh my goodness, Halloween must be her favorite holiday.
Yeah,
She can just
do some
become her
crazy
legitimate
stuff.
skeleton.
Dude, she could
Yeah,
like
she could be-
put makeup on just her hand and then make this part going visible so that it looks like her hand's floating apart from her body, so she's like a ghost. That'd be so cool.
Couldn't she just turn the rest of her body invisible except for her hand instead of putting makeup on it?
Well, yeah, but like she wants the rest of her body too. She just wants to have this part of her arm gone. Like, what if she was like a zombie that with like a floating hand? That's why.
Oh, I thought you were saying only the hand.
Well, what's
like,
the point of it being a normal hand? Then it wouldn't look as creepy.
It is really weird to
Right.
think though that like she has like control of her powers on like a cellular
Yeah.
level when
Yeah.
Reed, who typically has that power, does not in this movie. Which it
know.
gets me to like that's
Being
one of the
stretched
things I was
and-
curious. Yeah, and like that is light work
I didn't
for
like
any
that.
other version of Reed. And I thought you were gonna mention that in your opinion of Reed. But I wanted to ask
I think
thoughts.
that's more of like I don't. I think the end is a reshoot. I think the end is a subject of the movie being cut down from 5 hours to 2 hours because there's no way it ends in a second. It is one of the fastest like climaxes in a superhero movie ever, and I really enjoy the it's clobbering time bit like that saved Reed, but I didn't enjoy that because I've seen Reed do some fucking crazy shit with his powers in the comments, like actually go paper thin, like that one character from My Hero Academia. So just seeing him being like lightly stretched, well, he wasn't being lightly stretched, but you know what I mean. Like it just was a little
He was
disappointing.
lightly stretched, really. Like he
Yeah.
was like maybe like 2 or 3 times the length of his height. Like every other version of Reed has been stretched more than that and been okay.
The one from the
Like-
2007 movie stretched further than that in the fucking strip club.
Yeah,
That's
literally. But like, I think that's like actually
I'm not joking.
it's kind of a problem though, to be honest. Like he is scaled so like the Thing is probably the strongest version of the Thing. Like I feel like that's not a
Him picking
crazy
up
thing
that
to
car
say.
and lightly
Of course.
chucking it that far.
Yeah,
Dude.
like the oil thing and
Yeah.
then chucking it at Galactus. That was awesome.
Speaking of that moment, Galactus' strength in that scene is so awesome. The way he just lightly moved his hand up and the thing flew into space.
Yeah.
That
I
was
didn't like that part.
I loved it. I thought that was awesome. That was really, really
Like
cool.
that part.
But it
That's
made
about it, though.
that scene made me be like, the end is worse because of how great
That'd
that
be
scene
bad.
is.
It's
That
just
was
tough.
bad.
'Cause
I was hoping the Thing came right back and got him on the back of the noggin.
He did kind of. Wait,
He
no.
did kind of.
Yeah.
But I was hoping without help. He's just
Right,
like,
right.
oh, okay, that's how we're playing, and did like
Then
a
he just
punch and like
zooms down.
But like with that, the thing is powerful. Johnny is super powerful for sure. No one's gonna fight that, and so is Sue now too.
Yeah.
Not even now. She has basically telekinesis and invisibility.
She
What?
is celestial level powerful. She is like an unbelievable
Okay,
level.
okay, pause there. That
She
is
died,
power
yeah, but
scaling
she fucking
BS. She gave him a little shove. Like
he wasn't
that's
able
like
to fight back
Big shove,
against it. That's a big ass shove.
I don't like that part of the movie either. But I think saying that she can push a celestial into a portal and saying she's celestial power
Okay,
level
that's fair.
is not fair.
She has a celestial
an issue.
power. Okay, can I say that?
But she's human, so it's not celestial.
Yeah,
It's
why
a
would you say it's not
celestial
celestial
level power? Okay,
I agree. It's very.
she can
powerful.
stop a
It is
celestial.
powerful. Just say it's powerful. Like it's very. It's not
I
celestial.
know. I
level
was just comparing it.
Celestials
She's
can
fighting a
destroy Earth.
celestial.
If she didn't have the stamina or strength of a human, then yes, I'd
Okay,
agree with you.
Okay,
but
okay. She creates a wall. A celestial punches the wall. The wall doesn't do anything. It is her wall celestial level strength.
I'm with you. I say yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I don't.
Okay.
Yes, but you can't say it's a celestial power. Like
No,
that's
but
a
I'm
different.
saying it's a celestial. I'm getting rage baited. Austin's faking it.
I'm with you.
It is kind of
I think
it is
I think it's celestial level too.
power is cosmic, and celestial's power is cosmic related. So
Holy fucking shit, dude! I actually got rage baited on my own podcast. This is crazy.
No, after I got rage baited, after all of you trashing my name,
Dude, we're not rage baiting you though. Okay, and it's just like a genuine opinion.
I refuse to accept that you guys all
Okay,
meant
that's
that.
fair, that's
I
fair,
choose to
whatever.
believe you all texted
Okay.
in order to pick on me.
I didn't
Yes,
like how
of
they just
course.
were like, "Here's the plan," and then they did it. I wanted them to
Yeah,
come
Like,
up
it
with
didn't
something else on
work,
the fly.
and then it did work. Is
Yeah.
the thing,
Dude, it
which,
was literally
like-
exactly what happened in Fan 4 Stick. It didn't work, and then it did.
Do you think it would have been better or worse if the Silver Surfer didn't like knock Johnny out of the way and Johnny was the one to finish pushing through the portal?
Both. It would be better and worse because it would be worse for the storyline. The Silver Surfer just disappears out of the story entirely, and it just would be like, okay, why was she here in general? But like, I also would have appreciated Johnny like sacrificing himself a lot, and I would have enjoyed that.
I would argue that it would be significantly better for a cohesive story, actually, because that was one of my bigger parts with the movie. Is
Really?
that Silver Surfer did not have adequate motivation to push Galactus through the portal.
Oh, okay.
She has killed at least
Oh,
7 planets.
Several. Yeah.
What's changed? Like genuinely, like because she mentioned briefly at the beginning that there's a purpose to what he's doing, but we don't know what that is. And she's killed billions of people before. So
I think she was in denial until Johnny,
The heart to heart.
Yeah, but
brought
you
it
don't
up.
switch like that. She would have like
Yeah.
an Omni-Man style. I'm gonna look at this black hole for a little bit and think about life. Kind of
I
thought
think
about.
most of it happened off screen because you remember how she had like that, I guess, argument with Johnny when he asked her to like, I
Yeah.
can't remember. He
That
talked to
couldn't
her
have
and then
been
she just
long,
kind of
though.
flew off into space.
yeah,
Probably we're just supposed to think like she changed her, like she just changed her mind and like the however long she was gone, and then
I think that's a fair point. But like I think that just means we needed another scene because
Yeah,
it was I think it was kind of missing that. But Johnny sacrificing himself would have made kind of sense.
And it
but
also
sucks for
would've- I think someone. And this is gonna sound so fucked up, and I really apologize for it. Well, first off, I never thought
Jackie,
I never thought Sue was dead. Like the second she died. Well, also I
Yeah.
like the scene of the smoke coming out of her mouth. I thought that was actually kind of cool. I really enjoyed that show of her like soul and powers leaving her body. I thought that was fun. However, I think one of them dying would have cemented like the theme a little bit better in the end. Because like
okay.
one of the reasons why I felt like the movie was flat, like theme wise, is because there's nothing to like close it out. And thinking back on it, you guys are right. Yeah, they are. We have that scene of that at the beginning where they're sitting around the table as like a family and they're talking. It is a family movie, but I needed something at the end, like how Superman ended the movie with hope.
Okay.
You know,
What if they do this then? All right. So do you know how
the thing picks him up and goes, "We're family now."
dude, that'd be sweet. But I was thinking, do you know how Human Torch was harping on Reed for the suits, and then they made the suits? What if he like fixed the suit and he was able to like press it and he got the helmet to like go over top of him when he went to space?
Oh, he could go to
and then
space whenever.
At the end,
That would
Yeah.
be good. Skylar, that's why
then-
we like you.
and thanks, but hold on. And then like the end of the
He's like, just
movie
wait a minute.
is the thing like, and all of them flying to try and find Johnny, and then that's how they could end up like accidentally finding a way to like the different. universe or
Oh,
whatever.
interesting. Like Johnny gets lost in space
It's-
or something.
Yeah, and then their world isn't just completely destroyed, and that's why they're there. They could be something else, and it hopefully.
I
but,
honestly don't necessarily mind that we don't see exactly how the end of Thunderbolts happens, because I honestly thought that was a big point against this movie and Thunderbolts, because I was like, it's so lame showing the end of the next movie at the end of the previous movie. I thought that was stupid, and I'm happy they didn't do that. I like your idea of them just like doing something small that shows that they're a tighter family because of this adventure. And that something small being Reed getting everyone new specific suits. I would have loved that. That would have been fucking awesome. I would have stood up and clapped. I probably wouldn't have, but I would have been like, I like
your hands.
Yeah. No. Actually.
Okay.
Anyone else have
is there-
tight quarrels about the end of the movie? Because I feel like we didn't talk about it all that much for us
I don't
hyping
know
up.
if I like how Franklin saved Sue. Honestly, I felt like he kind of like was kind of cognizant of his powers, but I feel like he was a little too good with him immediately. Like I feel like maybe something small should have gone wrong considering he's so young. But I also know how powerful he is.
Yeah, he's
So,
like,
like,
the goat.
He kind of did just go and like crawl, and then he's like, "Oh, awesome! She's all better now, thank God." And then like all good from there. But
I have an alternate
maybe-
idea actually with kind of involving Franklin.
by accident.
Huh?
Franklin kills Sue by accident.
Kind of. But
Oh.
no. I
At all.
think Franklin should have been the Chekhov's gun of the movie. I think that
Oh, yeah,
in a
the-
way would have made it so much better that he's the one to beat Galactus, like as like kind of like imagine like like this Fantastic Four genuinely coming together and like giving their all against Galactus, and like you don't really know if it's gonna work, that he almost gets pushed into the portal, and then like they like are just trashed. Like they get like beaten up, and like Franklin's
Would never happen
there.
in my boy. Would
Huh?
never happen. in my boy.
No, you're
Would
totally
never
right.
happen.
Oh,
Right,
to
awesome.
everyone but the thing. To everyone but the thing. But
Yeah.
That would make sense
Space
because
right now,
in the middle
so-
of the movie, Galactus says two things. One, it's a cosmic level being with the power that like you don't understand, and he's also conscious. He says
And
he's
hiding
aware.
it.
Yeah, he's aware. He understands what's going on. He knows what's going on. So it would make sense if he as a baby was just like, all right, let's pause here for a moment. Let's stop this. We're not going to fight anymore.
yeah, like I think it's like kind of like an Adam Eve and Invincible situation where like
Yeah.
like he has that power deep down, but like it comes out if he really needs it. Like if he saw his mom about to die or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to get the steelbook edition of this because I hope there's like a director's cut or something. Because like I left this movie wanting so much more. And again, I did enjoy the movie, but like
Yeah.
I never thought this entire year I've been saying new Mediak, new Zach. I want a movie under 3 hours. I want a movie under 2 hours. I want to see the 5-hour cut of this movie. I really do, actually. I think that would be really interesting. I think it would be super fun because I enjoyed a lot of the movie. I just think with more, it would have been fantastic.
Can I bring up something that we have yet to touch on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Has to do with the Silver Surfer.
Nice.
Maybe it's like a lie in the early 2000s Fantastic Four films, but isn't the board the source of their power?
No,
No, that's not true at all.
That yeah, it
did
was in
say
that movie.
the
You're right,
yeah.
but that's
They said
not
no.
normally how it is. No.
I was gonna say because she fell off her board during like that.
And Chandler was about to get pissed off.
And then she just boom, teleport
they
right
can
there. I was
usually
like, what
summon
the
it
hell?
back like Thor.
I mentally
Yeah.
wrote that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Yeah. Dude,
Okay, so
I'm
that's
excited to
what we're
watch this one again. I'm just not
Yeah,
going to in theaters. You're
I
not?
kind of like
No.
What?
I'm not
Why am I scared to watch it again?
No, I said I'm excited, not scared.
Oh, I thought you said you were scared.
No, I'm excited to
fault.
watch it again. I want to
Yeah,
see it again.
I was saying. I am.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. to see
I
it.
think I want to buy the steelbook of both of these movies because I think they were fantastic and super enough that I want to see the behind the scenes documentary on both of them. I think that would be super fun.
Okay.
If
Do we want to
you're
get?
watching this podcast right now, someone please tally how many.
How many times?
Dude, I think it has to be at least 10. I think me and Austin have made a face
10?
every single time.
I've said it way more than 10 times.
I'm saying.
Before the episode, I was like, I want to see how many times I can say fantastic. So
A lot.
I've said it way more than 10 times, Skylar. I guarantee you that. I stopped
Do we
counting
wanna
at 10. That was
say-
like 5 minutes in.
You know what? For this movie specifically, do you want to say our least favorite scene and then the most fantastic
Yes.
movie in this scene?
Yes. Least
Yeah,
favorite
you wanna
scene
lead it
and
off,
most
man?
fantastic scene. Okay, yes.
Oh, and funniest.
Funniest?
Yep.
Funniest
have that one. Great.
scene. I didn't think there was a scene that made me laugh, but I didn't write it down because I don't like writing down things right after the theater because I usually don't feel the same way.
That's actually exactly when I write them down.
Really?
And got to see me do that.
I like to do it on my second viewing during the movie because like that's whenever the second viewing is when my opinions get like locked in 100% whenever I'm watching a movie. Or just like if I'm on the couch and I'm able to pause the movie and rewind, that's also I'm able to get my example with that guy.
I'll just be mine right after because that's my immediate feelings leaving the theater, and then I think about it for days after, and then I adjust.
Fair. I don't know. I have no idea what my funniest moment would be. I hope hopefully I'll think of it whenever you guys go. We could look back on that one. Least favorite scene is the end of the movie. It was so anticlimactic. Just like pushing him through the portal, and that he just was like, "All right, we're done now. End of movie." I didn't like that.
Grabbing the portal the first time was kind of cool though, and him pulled himself
Yeah.
back. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I just
Sucks it happened to him again, and he didn't do it
I
again.
know. Maybe not that. I wanted something. Like I don't know what I wanted after that.
I feel like it
felt
should have been a
hollow.
bigger problem. I
Yeah,
agree.
maybe.
should
He
have
did
been
a
bigger
team moment.
He didn't seem like he was in like distress, Galactus. He just was unstoppable, and then he wasn't. And I wasn't the biggest fan of that. That's definitely my least favorite part about this movie. And my favorite part about the movie, I've said it a million times, is that black hole scene. It's really fucking great. Give me more of that. Popcorn Chandler.
Unfortunately, I do not have anything to add to funniest as well.
Oh, no.
I really didn't think of much.
Blackman.
I will. Say,
It was the
of
thing.
course-
It was the thing, Skylar, that made me laugh. I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah, 100%. Obviously, he's.
Yeah.
Austin, I know you got me. I know you got me with the funniest scene. No, it's all good.
Maybe like the who's the underground rat dude?
Look at you and say
Mole Man.
Mole
moment. Yeah. That's
Mole Man was a little funny with how he was like
I was afraid
pestering.
to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Or there's a couple
I
things.
enjoyed that the thing had the pull read away. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good relationship building.
Yeah.
Once again, it
He's
is.
the glue. The thing ain't going nowhere.
Small moments.
It
It's the
is
small
it.
moments.
The thing ain't going nowheres. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Clobbering time. I got your back. It's all great.
My
Wait, what
favorite
is-
scene.
Go ahead.
What?
What's the other thing he says? He's like, you know what time it is, or something like that. No, it's my favorite time.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, Ken.
My favorite scene is also the black hole, but maybe a little more than just that. Like just the whole escaping scene or collection of scenes, and including when they're still in Galactus's lair. I like from that to the end. That's pretty much like the most entertaining moment for me. I mean, you said it really well, so I was like the whole first thing you said was about that. So least favorite, I'm gonna go back. I Austin, you're changing my mind a little bit. I think I need on a rewatch. I hopefully will better understand how the hell he deciphers that language because I'm still in denial.
He doesn't.
Well, not the river.
Research beforehand and
Chandler,
see how
you missed it. It happens in montage 7. Go back and rewatch.
Yeah. I think it's a valid thing to be upset with. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like there's a real world basis in my mind. So I'm like, it's got a
fine.
brand.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't have been able to do that, but
Maybe I was thinking like by the time he had some of the language decoded, I'm not sure like if he instantly was like, all right, the following day he knew everything that was in all those
Yeah, another timeline thing.
I guess.
Yeah, this Johnny's smarter.
I'll understand it hopefully, but popcorn, Austin.
Oh, we didn't give numbers. We should have done that.
Oh,
No, we're still giving favorites at least.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do numbers at the end. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do like an overall kind of synopsis. Favorite, it's gonna be boring. It's a space sequence. I was gonna call out the beginning too because I really liked kind of seeing the planet explode and then like Ben kind of navigate the ship and like actually see like you see that he knows what the hell he's doing. And I thought that like all the small moments with them like on board and like them kind of just like messing with each other like with Ben and Johnny. I thought that was great. Because we talked about that already, I also want to say one of my favorite scenes was the Reed and Sue like kind of discussion where he's just like, that's like my job to think of the things that no one else wants to think of so that I can like protect you from the people doing them. And I was like, oh, that's
she's like, it's not your job.
That's great. Yeah, great and stuff. like I don't know. I love that. That was a good relationship building thing, and also just I like Reed, so that was cool. Funniest moments. I once again, there's other moments that I probably laugh more at that I'm not remembering. But I'm throwing one out there for Skylar in kind of a group thing. But the car seat thing, like scene, when it's like Ben, Johnny, and Reed, just like I thought it was funny. Like I thought it was silly.
I like that one.
I didn't mind it.
Well, it wasn't. Goofy. It clearly wasn't a scene that because I would have mentioned in the hour and 10 minutes earlier that I think is like actually bad. It was middle of the road for me. I don't know. Continue. Sorry.
It was humanizing. Yeah, and then least favorite. It's honestly tough because like yes, like the end of the movie, I don't just want to say that. Because honestly, like even Sue pushing Galactus in, I have gripes with it. I'm like, I don't think that she should be strong enough to do that. And a lot of people's defense is like, it's just a push. And yes, but I'm saying Galactus shouldn't be able to even be pushed by Sue. Like she can be powerful in her own right, but Galactus shouldn't be that weak.
For anyone who said it's just a push, please go push a tree. Have you tried pushing a tree? It's hard. It won't move. It is just a push.
The tree is off balance.
The tree has roots going super far down. And
Galactus is a fucking being from another. Like he's so old that he existed in a previous cycle of the universe.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I like how they said that.
I like that they added that because that's like canonically Galactus. Yeah. That was an awesome point.
I want to say, I think I know why she was able to shove him as much as she did. He was holding her baby, bro, and that like awoken something inside of her. Like the first time she tried pushing him, it didn't work.
Which is cool.
Her life on the line.
It's like it's the motherly adrenaline, and that's why I said I like that moment for Sue. Like it's an awesome moment for her, and I think it's cool. But yes, a mom can like lift a car maybe whenever she like has her baby underneath. She's not gonna lift a continent. Like she's like there's limits to adrenaline and powers, and like the fact that she can scale up to Galactus to celestial level.
Yeah, and even if Galactus is off balance, have you ever like lost your balance and then a pebble hit you? That didn't like knock you over, you know? It didn't even like affect your balance at all.
I would also say that that's also different. It wasn't just like he was already by the portal and started tipping and then she pushed him. She pushed him like a mile.
Yeah, and that's
like it's like linemen. You lock arms with like an NFL lineman and you just push him a little. Like you push him 5 yards. Like I'm not getting forward.
like there's no way I'm locking arms with a lineman, pushing him to the back of the end zone, and then when he's about to hit the end zone, pushing so hard that he starts flying.
Yeah, dude.
Like I'm not doing that.
Well, dude, he could say that he was going to be killing your entire family, and it's not going to change how hard you're pushing him.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Galactus's one hand was preoccupied with the baby. The other one was holding onto the building. Hear me out. The other thing was holding onto the baby or the building, which the thing knocked over. So he had no leverage.
That happened after she pushed him an entire block.
Yeah. like that. He was slacking, bro.
He
He was slacking. I don't know what to tell you.
Shout out Thing being another
he's
another crucially important scene.
Wouldn't have beat Galactus without him.
Okay, another time he saved the day. Shout out one more time.
I'm sorry, Skylar. I love the Thing. He did nothing there. Like, he just knocked out the artificial columns. There's nothing that didn't matter. If you knock those over, they're not, like, sure, they're structural to a point. It's not doing much.
I know. I was thinking that exact same thing, bro. Because, like, this much of the building was still there. He knocked down, like, that much of it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Single-handedly cost them millions of dollars.
Yeah, and it didn't even do anything. Well, it did do something in the movie, but, like, in real life, it wouldn't have.
You don't know that.
All the people who work in that building remote. So he probably did a good.
Yeah, he did a great thing, actually. He saved the numbers at the bottom of that corporation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Skylar, let's hear yours. Let's hear yours.
Yeah.
Funny scene first. Funny scene first.
All right, so I'm between a couple here.
Of course.
All of them are around the Thing. I'm gonna spoil that for you right now. So I really like the scene where he's trying to shave his beard and the curfew happens and he can't shave his beard, and he's in the funniest part is the hallway exchange with him and Johnny, and Johnny says like, "What happened? Didn't you?" Yeah, and then like Thing kind of shrugs it off and walks downstairs.
Because it looks good though. I forgot about that. I think that's the part
good.
I think that's the part that made me laugh actually, because then the Thing goes, "Does it really?"
Yeah,
that actually got
Johnny gave the Thing confidence in this movie, and every other iteration she's bullied him.
Yeah.
Like it's nice.
That was actually a really great scene. I really enjoyed that.
The other one was whenever he was getting the half and half cookies from the store.
I think. Wait, what was funny about that? Just him getting the cookies.
Yeah, him getting them up, and then you see him like put them in the bowl, and I think he takes a bite out of them. And then, like, they're kind of like doing like serious stuff, and he's kind of eating the cookie.
Oh,
kind of awesome.
Dude, you really just were only looking at him throughout the movie. Holy crap! That's awesome. You're fantastic, dude.
That's one more to the column. Oh, you made me forget about my other one. Hold on. I really like when he say through the car at the kids. He's like, "Oh, I can't throw anyone."
Whoa!
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna kill y'all.
Yeah. It was sweet. Yeah.
You're missing a scene.
Okay, let me think.
It's the one with Sue on the bed and she becomes visible.
I hate when she does it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
He does sound so genuinely like pissed, like it's something she's done before and he's like has an issue with it.
Yeah, I choose to believe that something happened and she was almost, and he was like, and like,
no,
oh gosh, yeah. And
rock.
That's why you get so mad about it. So there is someone a little bit funnier. I'm gonna pick the razor scene just because that was really funny.
That's your favorite scene? Oh no, that's the funniest.
No, the funny.
Yeah.
Least favorite scene.
Sky, before you say it, because I know it.
Yeah, you do.
Do you guys know what his least favorite scene is? A hunch.
Oh,
was there an eye thing in this movie?
That's what I'm like trying to think. No. Yes, I know it. Yeah. Sorry. I got excited. Sorry.
Exactly. You know it.
Did Reed like poke him in the eye at one point in the movie? Nope. What is it?
Austin?
The Human Torch shooting Galactus's eyes.
Oh, right.
It was terrible. There was burn damage again. This is twice.
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck is up with these movies? Yeah. There's so many similarities.
That's why I yell. Because I'm like, oh, it's the Superman on Superman crime scene again.
Crap, dude. Damn.
It is. And this one, in the month of July, in two different superhero movies, there were heat blasts to the eyes that left visual damage around the entire eye.
Along with black holes and ugly babies.
Yeah. Crazy.
What really is the connection here? This is
I
awesome.
mean, Joey
Yeah,
was
it's
so
fantastic.
cute. What are
This
you
is really
talking about?
fantastic. Oh, fuck that. Dude. Don't even. Get baby Joey out of here. He was not fantastic at all.
No, that was easily the least favorite scene. I didn't like that one, especially because I saw him take the damage too, and that kind of made it really
Mm.
bad.
I was
No,
with
actually,
Sky
the
during
worst
this
part about
film.
that was the fact that Sue amplified it. Sue amplified that blast to the
Yeah.
eyes. That
Yeah,
was so fun. Yeah.
It was funny. I was with Sky during the movie, but like it took 5 minutes for me to process what I had seen, and then I looked over and was like, "Wait, did you?" I already know what your least favorite part of the movie is.
Oh,
I think-
so sorry for interrupting randomly, but I've been thinking about this the entire time, like how I would have fixed the Reed versus Galactus bit. Have Galactus like punch him, because like Reed should have been able to stretch enough, but like that impact should have been enough to like cause him
More like
to
kind
be
of
out
off
for a
the knee
little bit.
slingshot him.
Like literally anything except doing his power.
I think he should do it like you're kind of like rolling up a vacuum
Like how
cord, and
Luffy
you're
did
just like
in
around his
Whole Cake?
hand.
Like how Luffy did in Whole Cake, remember? He like spun up in the prison until his arm.
Yeah. Kind of like just
Yeah.
like literally do it a
do it,
comical
yeah.
amount. And like I think that'd be cooler because like
Yeah.
there is a point to where it's insane and
Yeah.
not bear.
That would look really weird though. I don't think that would have.
Body horror again.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. I just thought of that. Keep going, Skylar.
You're good. My favorite scene was, I don't know. I really like the black hole scene. I really like the Reed
fantastic.
scene that Austin was talking about. Those are the two that like kind of stood out in my mind the most. Can I say whenever Ben's holding? Can I just pick a thing one? Do I just pick a thing one?
Pick a thing one.
Him delivering the baby.
No, that was pretty cool.
Do him
but my boy
throwing
was
the
on
oil,
that.
because he threw that really far.
No, he did throw that really far. No, actually, my favorite's whenever him and Human Torch kind of dive bombed.
There we go.
It was really
What
What
cool.
time is it, Ben? What time is it? It's
Yeah, then he
clobbering
finally
time. I'm happy he actually said it.
Yeah.
I would have been upset if he didn't.
Me too. He just got gaslit the entire movie into saying it, almost rage baited
That would be fun.
into saying it.
Look, that was actually a very sore topic. That was something that was said to me when I was being abused when I was a child.
Bringing
And
that
then
back.
everybody
What if,
stopped.
they make that canon? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So, do we want to get into numbers now?
Yeah, this one has been hard. I saw this on opening night on Thursday, like the day it came out, and the entire time I've just been racking my head on what number I'm gonna give this movie, because it's really hard for me to review.
Then let's start with Chandler.
Yeah, let's do that. Have me go last, please.
Okay.
I
Go.
need to hear.
You
on
have to
this.
give up.
I'm giving this movie like a 7.5. I really don't think that. I think
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to.
it's not a superhero film to me. I don't know how else to
Think
say
ahead.
it. 25% superheroes, 75% family, drama, turmoil, rekindling, whatever. I kind of was hoping for more, but after all the reshoots, I can understand why it is what it is. And yeah, it was fun and enjoyable. It really wasn't slow until like maybe at some point in the middle. Like it kept you entertained
Super.
for the most part, despite the lack of fighting and action. That should be commended. I feel like
Yeah,
because that's usually blatantly entertaining if you just see people throwing punches, but there wasn't much of that, and the film was still pretty good. But I think I was just looking for more. So yeah. Sky, you go.
Oh,
I would have been.
I
pissed
gave
that
it
you
a-
picked me after I just.
I know. I wanted
to.
so I gave this movie an 8.5, which I think it is damn near on the same level as Superman in my eyes. I think it does the duality of superheroes pretty well, like the family aspect, like their personal lives, as well as the like trying to prioritize the safety of everybody else and kind of showing what like different scenarios they have to think of. Like Reed was thinking about giving up his own child, where he struggled to even like he wanted a child and struggled for years to have one to the point where he thought he couldn't. Finally got one, and then he's like, I might have to give this up to save everybody on the planet. And like obviously a lot of internal conflict there. Next point, had the thing. Sweet. Human Torch was really cool. He was better than I thought he was going to be going into the movie. So I was pleasantly surprised with him. And I do like that they made him like intelligent and not just there. He's not just the guy who has flames. So that was pretty cool. But I did have problems at the end. Pretty much. IGN kind of gave a review that's like, this is a family movie, but every time it tried to be a superhero movie, it kind of was lackluster. And at first I thought that was rage bait because it is a superhero movie. But it honestly kind of feels like a fair rating to give. Yeah, the family aspects were, I think,
The
really
characters
well
are easily the
done.
best part of this movie.
Yeah, and the actual action is kind of lacking behind like the life of the
Totally.
superheroes. So I feel an 8.5. I gave Superman a 9. I went and checked before, but yeah, so slightly below Superman, but those extra 40 minutes might put it closer to the same. But I don't know. I'll never see him. Popcorn, Austin.
All right. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of covered most of my thoughts. Overall, I think it's like a really beautifully shot movie for the most part. I know we talked about some like drops in CGI at small portions, but I don't think we emphasize how amazing every other part of this movie really looks.
The
I
CG is so
like,
good.
yeah, it is. Everything we talked about the space scene, it's incredible. I think that's probably the strongest point in this movie.
Even the
I
end,
I
like as a
regret-
reshoot, it looks
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, no, it does. It really the style, like the actual like visuals of space, like kind of balanced with the like 1960s aesthetic, and even all of the like intricacy that was brought into the technology they used, or their suits, or the people's cars, and everything. It made you feel like you were in that time period, and that's awesome. Um, it is another movie that feels like a comic book this year, and that makes me really excited for the future of Marvel and DC and everything. And then the end we talked about. I think it could have used a team moment, and I think it's just hard to beat Galactus, and I think they should have made it a little
It's the
bit
Superman
harder.
problem, you know?
Yeah, it's the Superman problem.
It's a thing that's been around since the creation of superheroes.
I am giving this movie an 8. I don't know if it's gonna move up or down after watching it again though, but I think it might move up like half a point. I was in the 7.5 to 8.5. Why I'm going with 8 because like I really enjoyed the far majority of this movie, and while I think the end falls off, it's not like a tremendous drop, you know? Like I don't know. That's my general summary. Zach,
Okay.
go ahead. Have you contemplated enough?
No, I have no idea. But I'm still in a very wide range of numbers for this movie because like I have an insane range of opinions that I feel
Yeah.
towards it. I'm not. I can't
Yeah,
take it.
use it, branch.
But like I don't. Okay, I'm gonna explain my opinion and then hopefully I'll find a number by the end of that. Okay.
Jan, his range is 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Right
No,
now.
How about we tell
this movie is insanely objectively way better than a bad movie. This is like if you I've nitpicked this movie to hell. You guys know this. If you think this is below a 5, you are fucking stupid. Like that is just an objective opinion like to me. I think that this is one of the most entertaining movies that has come out this year. If you are looking to kill 2 hours, this is one of the best ways that you can do it, in my opinion. At least for this year, going to the movies and seeing that, it did a lot of things that I really wanted to, but it also like really upset me as a filmmaker. But I know that like in a different year with other superhero movies that came out, I wouldn't have even thought twice about it because most superhero movies don't have messages. They're just entertainment. They just are, you're watching this group of people or this person do a thing. But we spent the summer watching fucking bangers. And I'm comparing this movie to these, like, in my opinion, peak superhero movies like Captain America, The First Avenger, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Superman, and even Thunderbolts. Like, I look back on Thunderbolts so fondly because of how well they portrayed that message. And it's genuinely done in a way that isn't done in any other Marvel movie, including this one. This number isn't final. I'm going to make a video talking about this movie, Superman, and a couple other movies probably in like 4 videos from now in the plan. But at the end of this movie, at the end of the first post-credit scene, a kid stood up. He was like 14, and he said, "I fucking knew it." He was very excited about Doom. He was screaming about it. And that's like the point of this, you know? And I think that a movie that is able to do that is good. Fuck, this sucks. I was hoping I'd come up with an answer. I'll go with the 6.5 for now, because I think it doesn't. I think it doesn't necessarily hit the aspects that make a movie really great for me.
But for nothing.
As a superhero movie, it is insanely enjoyable, and it really hits like every beat to kill time. And if you're like, I want to see just like a good Fantastic Four adventure, this is it. But if you're like, I want to see something that it probably is going to stick with me for the rest of my life, I don't think this is that movie.
So with Zach's 6.5, which I thought you were going to be at 7.5, I'm going to be.
That's what I bounced when the movie first ended. I was at like a 7. I thought about it a little bit, and I thought about things I didn't like, and I bounced down to like a 6 flat. And then I thought about it more, and I thought about things I liked about it. I bounced up to like an 8.5. I'm still not even confident with 6.5, because like I honestly don't fucking know. I just need to watch the movie again, I think. This is the least confident I've ever been when giving a number review.
I think you're going to like it more. Sorry, go ahead, Sky.
I was going to say the Mediak average is a 7.6, so 7.5. I feel pretty good with.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good rating.
Me and Zach kind of balanced each other out at being a point off of the next closest.
Yeah. I like this movie. This is going to sound so stupid, but the second I finished the movie, the first thought I had was, okay, Superman's a 9. And I know that's like really stupid. I didn't have Superman at a 9. I had it at like an 8 or something like that. And like the second I finished the movie, I was like, oh, okay. I just had like like super stupid expectations for Superman, and I should have really had those lower. I should have just been like, this is going to be a good movie instead of thinking this is going to be the holy grail of filmmaking.
Well, I think like this movie, Superman and Thunderbolts are kind of all in like the realm of like really, really good movie. And then it's kind of like whatever like style you like the best. Like, do you like Superman? Do you kind of want like heroes that aren't really talked about as much? Or do you want like an old classic? And it's kind of like, which one do you like the most out of the 3? I feel like they're all in the same range. Like, I checked my review. I gave Thunderbolts a 7.5. I think I was a little too harsh. It's probably an 8.5.
The end is pretty bad in that movie, though, like, admittedly.
It is. So is this one.
Yeah. I don't know. So I like agree. I think all 3 of them entertainment level. They're like some of this year. It's really awesome. We got some fucking insane ways to just like go and have a great time. But story-wise, Superman and Thunderbolts blow Fantastic Four out of the water, in my opinion. It like I left those movies like feeling emotions and being like, man, I didn't think that I could view depression in a different way than like I knew I could then whenever I watched this movie. Or, man, I feel really fucking good after watching Superman. Like every time I've seen it, I just am so happy. In this movie, like I thought to myself, that's it, you know? And I don't know.
I wasn't affected by it personally. And that's not the norm, but it feels like it has been this year.
Yeah,
so that's why
this year,
it feels
we've had some bangers this year, dude.
Yeah.
And again, Fantastic Four isn't a bad movie at all, in my opinion. It is still a very good movie. But like, I don't know. When compared to those two, in my head, it just is night and day. We've talked about this movie longer than this is the entire length of a podcast that we've talked about just the Fantastic Four.
I don't mean to go off topic, and with that, I will talk about something other than the Fantastic Four. We all really like Superman, I thought, right?
Yeah.
We all gave it a pretty high number. I didn't realize there was so much hate for the film.
Oh, tons.
Aside from Zack Snyder, like fans who
really hate this movie. Yeah, it's honestly not doing very well outside of the U.S. because of that.
I heard it kind of like fell off a little bit.
Yeah,
it's like after its box office release.
James Gunn has said a couple of things about that, and one of them I like agree with, and one of them I'm just like, dude, what are you fucking on about? And one of them was that he said that there's a lot of anti-American sentiment outside of the U.S. right now, and that's like impacting the like box office of this movie because of how the internet is like connecting it with America. And like I could totally see that point of view. But then his other thing, he said that Superman isn't a popular character.
I saw that,
like,
and that's
what
so
are you
dumb.
fucking talking about, bro? The most popular superhero in the entire world, not a popular character. Suck the nastiest part of my ass. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's
in
a
my
dumb
life.
thing for a guy I like to say.
I know, right? Like that's why I said the thing about my ass, because I'm just disappointed, man. Like, come on, you could do better.
He must be coping with that statement.
Yeah, honestly.
I've seen other people say similar things when it is kind of true.
Yeah.
And this is
No, dude, that's so dumb, dude. Like, yeah, I could totally see your other one. Sometimes shit just happens, okay? There's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. You could just be like, hey, it's a poor release time. Shit happens. It's still doing well. Don't make up some bullshit. What'd you say?
Is it doing well internationally?
No.
I'm gonna look that up. Really?
Yeah, that's why he said it. That's why he said Superman isn't a popular character. Because it's not doing well internationally. Okay, we're gonna go into movie news now. Taika Waititi is set to direct the next Dredd movie, which I am not happy about. That really sucks. I like Dredd. It's very great. The first Dredd, Judge Dredd, is not good. The second Dredd, Dredd, is very, very fantastic. One of the best superhero comic, not superhero. It's one of the best comic book movies because it's definitely not a superhero movie. He's not a good guy. But really great. You should go watch it. I'm not excited for Taika Waititi's version because Dredd is not going to work in his style. So that's going to be awesome to see. I'm excited to see that flop. Speaking of flops, Kevin Feige was asked about Blade recently, and he said, we didn't want to put him in a leather outfit and have him start killing vampires. They asked him when it was coming out, and he said that, which is like, what the fuck, dude?
Can't hear you. Sorry, I'm not laughing at what you said, Zach. We couldn't hear a single word of that entire thing.
I think it's worthy of laughing, though. So someone asked Kevin Feige, what's up with Blade? And he responded with, we just didn't want to put him in a leather outfit and have him start killing vampires. You know, like what Blade is known for.
Yeah.
and someone posted a meme that was like, hey, I want a Blade movie with no leather. And the guy goes, no leather? And he goes, yeah, and hold the vampires. Hey, Jimmy, give me a movie with nothing.
I think I got the gist of that joke, and we heard 2 words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The audience got it. That's all that matters.
Too excited. Discord does not like.
Dude, I don't even think it's that.
Yeah.
Dude, the room is like 10 times hotter than it is normally, and it's normally pretty hot. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but at the beginning, I've been like drenching. It's probably some like audio error with like the thing here. It has to be like 100 degrees in here. It sucks.
It's really
My
rough.
favorite part of that sentence was the only 2 words I heard, and it was the and thing. So that's what I'm saying.
I think if your audio's good, you just rapid fire the news and sit here and look pretty.
Dude, who cares about the news anyway? This is the least interesting segment. You guys don't even remember it. 9 times out of 10, whenever I am like, hey guys, we talked about this on the news the other week, I see it. Guys, I see it. I saw that I wasn't going that time. I could pause. But you guys don't even remember the news anyway, so you don't even need to hear it. This is just for the audience.
But I still love the news.
Just today.
This is my favorite segment for you guys.
Okay, guys, there's South Park drama recently. So they're
It's political here.
No, okay, it's not political. The episode is it's just a normal episode of South Park. It's not like it's anything different. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, it is different in the aspect that they made his head. It's one of 2 characters in the history of South Park that they just like made it his real head, and the other one is Saddam Hussein, which that definitely is.
There's much worse.
In that episode,
It is not just the normal South Park episode. I'm sorry, it is not normal at all because they made a statement with it. It's not like a.
Yeah.
They also broke the fourth wall and started talking about
like
the censorship bit. I actually thought that was really funny. But it was something I could totally see that happening in an episode of South Park. It wasn't just shocking to me.
it's not just making fun of him. It was like, and they had a whole FU to Paramount. They had a whole FU to Trump because he's especially
trying to censor them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like basically was the reason why like Colbert and stuff were like fired. So
I screenshotted it back whenever the actual court thing ended. The following day is when the episode released. So I wasn't intending to get political. It just is in the screenshots, and I forgot to delete it.
Like the big part where I was like, because I agreed, like 90% of the episode.
The connection to Saddam Hussein is probably one of the biggest things to me.
No, the whole AI ad of him, they made a AI thing where it was him walking through the desert, his pants were off, and you could see like where his actual dick would be, and it fell over, and it was like a crazy message across it with like, it would have been like, people could believe that to be him. It was like, it was not South Park. It was AI draw Donald Park.
Hey
Donald
guys,
Trump, sorry.
I don't know if I like live under a rock, but I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
So okay, wait, real quick. I'm gonna do a TLDR because this topic is fucking massive. There's like a bunch of many documentary videos on it. South Park decided to do something fun, and they tried to screw over companies. They ended up getting into a lawsuit that lasted a bunch of years, in which Paramount and HBO were trying to fight over them, and then that ended up getting in contact with Donald Trump somehow because he had control over Paramount to some degree. Am I getting cut off? Are you guys gonna say?
Yeah,
not most. Yeah. You're getting cut off. I do you mind if I give a quick rundown?
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, it would make more sense for Chan. Yeah.
Okay, so basically they're doing a merger where this company called Skydance is trying to buy Paramount, and in order for that to happen, because we say we don't like monopolies. The government has to approve it for like not being a monopoly first. So in order for Paramount to allow itself to be bought by ByteDance, they're kind of, I'm not going to get political in this at all, but they're like doing things to appease the big orange man up top so that it can get approved. And one of those things was like people theorize like canceling the Colbert Show, or like the late night show that Stephen Colbert's on.
But Matt and Trey are invincible. They realize that.
But Matt and Trey in South Park are invincible, and because $1.5 billion was just like bought, like Paramount bought the rights to South Park, and as soon as they put out their first episode, because Paramount caved and everything, they just trashed the hell out of Trump. They made like 1,000 dick jokes. They showed him sleeping in bed with Satan. They talked about how he was going to sue, and they're basically trying to like bait him into suing them. And
it's one of the funniest things an artist has ever done in the history of the universe, because they had that thing fucking ready to go. They were like, we're waiting for them to confirm to us that we're worth $1.5 billion just so that they know that they can't do anything with our brand. So we're gonna fucking tank it the second that we get everything settled down. And I fucking love that. So funny. And now South Park is the most popular they've ever been again. Love that.
That's great.
Yeah.
If you're kind of curious as to like the part that, if you're familiar with South Park, they obviously do have a South Park Donald Trump. But if you want to see the part that majority of people are, I don't want to say the majority of people, that people are talking about specifically, it's the Donald Trump desert scene in South Park. Like that is where the majority of the quote unquote like issues, or
it's not AI though. That's something I found out. They didn't use AI to make it. They did CGI. They had a real dude running in the desert. And that's, once again, I don't have like a source for that. I saw people talking about it online. That's what people were saying.
Let's just hold judgment on that entirely.
I say let's hold judgment. That's my point. Yeah. But yeah, it was
wild.
Intense.
It was something.
I can't believe the White House fucking got rage baited. That's crazy to me.
Hey, unless he sues, like, I mean, they did get rage baited.
It's essentially like someone walking up to Chandler and being like, "You're stupid, your dick's small, you're dumb," and then Chandler being like, "I don't know who you are, but you made me mad. Fuck you." You know, that's essentially what it was.
I've been about you for 20 years.
Yeah. No, actually, it's different than that. It would be like Chandler walking down the street and he sees a guy walking up to every single person on the street, screaming at them, saying that they're stupid and that their dick's small, and then him getting mad whenever it happens to him. You know, like, what'd you expect to happen? Like, come on. You watched him go down the street doing it. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, next news. Sorry, I forgot that's my segment that I lead. Okay, this is dumb, but I already screenshotted it. Jack Quaid talked about David Cornsweet. He said he's perfect, and that's coming from Anime Superman. That's what he said. He said he's perfect. That's coming from Anime Superman. I just thought that was funny. We started working on, not we, DC started pushing forward Booster Gold, the TV show. It's being written by David Jenkins, who wrote Our Flag Means Death, which was actually apparently a pretty good show, starring and directed by Taika Waititi. It was canceled because of viewership, but it has really high ratings, actually. It was written by the guy that's now going to be working on Booster Gold, like I said. Next thing. We're getting a bunch of... Magic the Gathering is doing a bunch of different crossovers in the last couple of years. And one of them is Spider-Man. We're getting a bunch of Spider-Man Magic the Gathering crossovers. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Sorry, Spotify. You won't be able to see this. Oh, fun fact. I'm uploading to Spotify again for those people that are doing that. I'm not anywhere close. I don't think I'm going to be caught up for this episode because I still have like 20 left. We got the first teaser for the new Avatar series. It's not a movie, actually, which is pretty crazy. Who would have thought? It's called Avatar 7 Havens. The animation is like different. It's not like, I'm not saying bad, but like it doesn't look like Avatar or Korra. It's in like those two have a pretty similar, distinct style. Like this is very different than that. I would recommend looking it up.
I think me and Chan saw a trailer for this in the movie
You're thinking of
Oh no,
movie.
you did not. No.
Oh,
No.
no.
I'm talking about Avatar, earthbending, airbending, that kind of Avatar.
My fault. I just saw an ad for the other Avatar.
No, you're good. I'm talking about the good one.
And I was gonna say it did not look different. It kind of looked the exact
same. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Hey, at least you know I'm listening.
Yeah, but this is a earthbender. She, from the looks of it, she has a little like cat creature thing that's pretty big. She's missing a leg, and it looks like she has a firebending t-shirt kind of person in the picture. I'd recommend looking it up if you're interested in Avatar. It seems different, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I usually different can be good. I think it's always good to experience different things because you never know if you're going to find something you love. Another announcement, a bunch of crossover stuff this year, actually. We're going to get a Alien versus Captain America comic book coming out, which is a very odd pairing there. And then we finally, thank God, have a release date on Coyote versus Acme, if anyone's excited for that. That's going to be August 28th, 2026. I'm fucking stoked for that. That's going to be awesome. I'm really, really excited for that movie. So we definitely have to do that on the podcast, even though... Actually, no, it won't be in Superhero Summer. That'll be decently outside of Superhero Summer, so we'll be able to review it. And we'll, you know what? We'll cover the day that Earth blew up. Actually, you know what? Since it's a live action one, we should probably do Looney Tunes Back in Action with what's his name, Brendan Fraser. Whenever that comes out, I think that would be fun in a year from now. But yeah, that's all my news. Anyone want?
Can I say something before I forget?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was mistaken. Weapons releases on the 8th.
I was
Okay,
gonna
so
say that
2
too.
weeks.
Yeah. So
Damn.
like we could like Yakuza.
So we have all of this week.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And then next week can be weapons.
We'll do Batman Yakuza. We've been talking about it this entire time. We have to.
Zach, I have one more question then.
Okay, yeah.
If you're watching Yakuza next week, what have you been watching in this last week?
Dude, I would have never guessed that you were gonna say your question. Never. Honestly, not a lot. We're like halfway through season 4 of Haikyuu. It's really awesome seeing Hinata learn now. That's like my favorite part about this season is seeing him develop in this way. It's something I wish they did more throughout the other seasons, even though I know like his whole thing was just him learning how to hit for the first 2 seasons, basically. And then
Learning the basics too.
yeah, exactly. And then basics of hitting, not
The basics of hitting his position.
Yeah. but in the third season, it was interesting seeing like him learn in the middle of the game, but he wasn't like actually learning. He just was using his instincts to try and adjust to the crazy shit that was happening in the volleyball match. But in season 4, you're actually seeing him like slowly become a better volleyball player, and it's really awesome. It's a really great, honestly, probably the best like written part of the entire show. It's definitely not my favorite season so far, but it's really great. The show just in general is really fantastic. The best sports show out there. It's so fucking good. What? Oh, it's really fantastic. Say that
I
again.
missed that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm at the Pokemon League in Pokemon Blue, so I've stopped almost entirely so I can finish the video I'm working on because I know that's going to take a while, and then the Pokemon video after that is going to take fucking forever. So you guys are just not going to have content for a while. So just make sure you trying to think of a funny joke related to saving water because you're going to be fucking dry for a while from Mediak content. You know, the Mediak well.
Quality over quantity.
That's true. Yeah.
Like MCU.
But just fair warning, Mediak well is going to be dry for a while. But you could re-listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify and Apple Music because over the last couple of days I've been spending most of my time fucking uploading that to it. I'm 20 in. I started on Friday morning all the way up until now. Now I'm only 20 episodes in. I still have 20 left to go. It's really awesome. I'm really happy. I didn't just do it automatically as I went, and I'm doing it all right now. I'm really proud of the fact that I'm so lazy. That's everything. Actually, no, I read a bunch of Aragon too, because I want to finish that book so I can go on to some of the other ones. But yeah, that's everything for me.
So Austin, I now have a question I have to ask you because I'm curious.
I'm dying to know what it is.
What have you been watching?
I'm curious too.
Let's see. I did want to vent about this for a brief second. I said I was watching Black Clover last week, and I'm in a rut this week, and I don't know if you guys are gonna talk me out of it, but I'm having a tough time continuing to watch this, and I'm just like about to drop it. It's been like 3 episodes of the pervy dude, Asta's love life, and the other girl on his squad like going after him and like stalking him, and then it's capped off by the pedophile brother talking about going on a date with his sister and how it's going to be like flirty, and she's like 5. It is awful.
I don't remember
know?
this at all.
Who's the pervy dude? Who are you talking about?
Gosh.
The guy that loves
Gosh.
The ladies
Mirror
man or
guy.
whatever.
Mirror guy.
It's
about a sister.
Is it I looked up to see if it was filler, and it didn't say it was filler.
I don't remember it. I read the manga of Black Clover, and then I went back and rewatched it, but I wasn't like watching it. I was on my phone, and then whenever a fight happened, I was watching it.
It's rough, man.
What episode?
I think like 30 something, but I could check that. I might get back to you on that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not. It's earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna get through it, but it's just tough.
Sorry, my camera's messed up.
Chandler died and then came back.
Yeah.
Just like Sue.
Oh.
This is a reference.
Nice. Sue dying is foreshadowing Chan.
Yeah. Chekhov's gun. I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides that, continuing to watch. Read One Piece. Bachelor in Paradise with Caroline. It is what it is. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and then playing Reach and Rap. And I think that's about it for my side.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was a great list. But Chandler, I have to know.
Yeah, you. Talking to you, bucko.
What have you been watching, Jan?
That was actually fucking good, dude.
What's up?
What have you been watching?
Oh, okay. Not much.
Sound like a person on the podcast.
I'm sorry, I did not hear.
Did I say it the first time, or did I not catch?
I heard it.
Okay. I thought I was going insane because I just saw Jan go to the camera.
Yeah, I'm just very blankly like, all right, where's my cue?
Like Mr. Fresh the cat, you know, the one that looks at the camera like.
I'm not familiar with this.
All right.
I didn't know his name was that. I think I'm visualizing like the meme you're saying.
Yeah, they have a camera inside of the food thing, and he's eating the food, and then he stops and he looks up and he gives them a, you know.
All right, Chan, take us away.
Not much. Also, I've picked up ReZero. I'm going to get through the 3rd season of that, and I'm liking it. It's definitely easier to watch than the first 2 seasons. Okay.
That's Mr. Fresh.
I can see it. Yeah. I'm liking the show. It's pretty good right now. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of that. That's the only thing I've been watching. Because I think most of my time has been Claire Obscure. That game is so much fun.
I can't wait to get to
there's random games or no, not random. It's very rarely often that I find a game where it's like I wake up and I think about that game. That's like one of the first things I think about sometimes. It only ever happens with like Spider-Man, because I kept thinking about that during history class in high school.
That's fucking zombies.
Red Dead 2, maybe, like just some of those kinds of games. And this is definitely one of them. Phasmophobia played its newest update. It's pretty good. They made a really good jump, like really good UI change. So if you guys ever wanted to jump into the game, now's the time.
I've been on the grind, dude. I had to force myself to relax this weekend because I have been working on the other videos. Like, I hadn't like sat and watched something in 3 weekends. I should probably do that. Other than Superman, last weekend. That's the exclusion. Superman doesn't count. That's a necessity. That's not
an experience, not a watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And lastly, just some Rocket League. Just a little bit. It's kind of fun.
Nice. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I wish you could like casually play it though.
I agree. But like what makes it fun though is those tense games where you're like 9 minutes into overtime.
I think like 1 out of 10 of those games are fun to me.
I liked Rocket League for a good period of time.
I don't like focusing in on a game, bro. Like I want to relax. Unless it's like Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is like most of it is walking around and being like somewhat relaxed, and then you get into a boss fight, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna lock in for the next hour, or something like that. I think that's fine. But Rocket League is like you have to be locked in from the second you start the game until the second you're out of the game, and that's just
it's like 7 or so minutes, because it goes past the 5-minute duration time of you just purely being locked in.
That's why I like the bots in Marvel Rivals, because like if I get to the point in which I'm being annoyed in Marvel Rivals and I'm like I'm tired of being locked in, then the next game I've lost so bad I'm playing against rivals. I mean bots, and I can just kind of,
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie, for interrupting. Keep going.
That's all I have.
All right, everyone, ready? 3, 2, 1. Sky.
What have you been watching?
That was one of the worst ones. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounded better to me.
So I kind of spoiled it with Chandler a little bit, because at the time everything I did was in 2s. Like there was 2 of everything. And I'll go through the list and I'll explain it at the end. But I have a decent bit this week. So I got Marvel Unlimited to read the comics, because I am at the point in which I don't feel like trusting any of the pirating sites anymore. I feel like my information is now too valuable to just willy-nilly play 50-50 if it's going to get caught or not. So I was like, you know what? It's a couple dollars a month. I can eat it. And
also, the run is so good now. Spider-Man, it's fire.
Well, so I read Deadpool Kills the MCU.
That one's good too. That one's fun.
Yeah. And at the time I was talking to Chandler, I read 2. I have now finished the series.
It's fun.
Yeah. I'm also on episode 11 of Danadan. And at the time of me talking to Chandler, it was 2 more instead of 4 more than the previous time. Me and Lily finished One Piece, the live action, which only had 2 more episodes. So we watched both of those. And then me and Lily tried to watch 2 more shows, and we didn't like either of them. And I forget what the one was, but I know one of them, the last one we tried, we got like 40 some minute or like a good chunk of the episode done into Severance, and we didn't like it, and we moved on. So sorry, Zach.
That's fair. I mean, I don't really care. What was
Yeah,
it? You
there was
can't
a
remember
lot
the
of
first show? How far into it did you get?
like 10 minutes. We're like, yeah, this isn't it. We're like, this
Was
is
it like an anime live action?
live action? I really
it
don't remember
popular?
what it is. I honestly,
You're investigating.
I
Just
actually
like sorry,
don't
in my
know.
head it's something weird to me because I'm
Like,
like I couldn't imagine just
we
forgetting that.
well, we went straight from that into the
Severance,
South Park
yeah.
episode,
Oh, in South Park. Okay.
and then we tried Severance. Didn't like Severance, and then just went to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why, because like everything, but the only thing before Severance was I was
Was
kind
the
of
South Park. Yeah.
yeah, it was South Park, and I was like, okay,
That was interesting.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started a new manga. It was Kagurabachi,
Oh,
and at the time,
what's that about
I
again?
was
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
it's a swordsmith's son getting revenge.
More, please.
I'm at the time I was talking to Chandler. I'm only 2 chapters in.
Okay.
I'm currently at 6 chapters in.
Okay.
That's what I know.
Okay. Okay. Fair. Never mind.
Yeah, he was like a
Sounds so
legendary. He was like a
What does it look
legendary
like?
swordsmith.
You're a really curious one today, Zach.
Shut up, bro.
yeah.
Like, why can't you help me ask questions? What?
I was joking.
I'm not gonna. It's not like underground or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we talked
Dang
about
it.
that
I
already.
know that one. Yeah.
I would definitely check it out. It is a banger
I've
so
heard good
far.
things
I'm
about it.
6
It's a
chapters
new
in,
one.
and I've seen like 3. Yeah, there's only like 80 chapters out. But it's pretty good, and that's like between that and Deadpool killed the MCU. That's kind of what I was bouncing back and forth between at the gym. This is just a little extra info on Skylar at the gym this time. The recent times I've put on headphones, left them off, didn't play music, and I just read. Just because I didn't want to talk to anybody else there. I just wanted to read, do my
Valid.
work, and then get
I
out.
need to wear headphones. I need to make it seem like people cannot talk
This
to me.
is one of the longest podcasts
Yep.
ever. I'm shocked this last 2 hours.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Yeah, so if you want a little deep dive into Skylar outside of Mediak, yeah, if I had headphones on,
Demon.
there's a decent chance I'm not listening to anything, and they're not even on.
Just don't talk to you is the gist.
Yeah, if I'm out doing my thing and it looks like I'm reading, I probably am reading, and I probably don't want to conversate too much. But if you're a fan of Mediac, of course I will. But
No,
under any other circumstance, probably not.
I'm gonna interject here. If you're a fan of Mediac, don't talk to me at the movie theaters. I'm
Talking
sorry.
after the movie.
No, don't
and I
talk
will
to me
say
at the
that.
movie theaters at all. I love you guys. I would talk to you for an infinite amount of hours outside of that room. I very much cherish my movie theater trips. Please don't. You could give me a wave. That would be awesome. But like,
Zach, has this ever happened?
no, I'm just saying in the future, don't. This is a warning. This is a warning. Don't.
I feel like this is a little early to be saying the celebrity
No, okay.
thing.
I've had friends like talk to me for like 20 minutes whenever I'm just getting to a movie, and I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up. I want to see the movie now. Like, come on. It's in my head. I'm connecting those two things.
I'm gonna move to my next piece. I was recommended to watch this one YouTuber. I think his name is Comics Explained, and I apologize if I am wrong. And so it was him, and it was his episodes talking about Absolute Batman.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
watched
No,
videos
I've
seen
about
those.
Absolute Batman, and I still only have 2 episodes of Absolute Batman listened to, but I also did that at the gym.
Absolutely.
So I guess I kind of lied. I played 2 games of Rivals in the last bit. I've tried 1 quick play one day, and I was like, okay. And then I did 1 quick play just another day, and I was like, okay, we're good. And then 2K25 was free for download on PlayStation with like the Plus a while ago, and I got it, and I just I was like moving stuff because Zach helped me figure out. I'm notorious for having Wi-Fi problems and being really upset about it. And one day Zach just actually cracked my code, and I was like, you know what? Just to prove how fast my Wi-Fi is in comparison, I moved stuff from my PlayStation storage to the external storage and like waited like 30 minutes for 2 massive games, freed up storage, and I downloaded 2K25 because I was like, hey, I can play this now. So
whatever I want.
I started a franchise with the Lakers to try and make them win a chip, and I lost in the final. So a little kick in the face for thinking I'm better than anybody else out there.
You're better than everyone else out there, Skyler.
I am better than no man. Or woman. Sorry. Didn't mean for it to come off like that. I'm no better than any other person. I'm so sorry.
That was canceled. We're done.
Before you started.
The Shane Gillis thing. I watched the clip where he was like, that was funny. Fuck you.
Yeah, so my string of twos was 2 episodes of 2 like chapter issues of Deadpool, 2 episodes of Dan to Dan, 2 shows that I didn't like, 2 chapters of Kagura. Oh my goodness. Kagurabachi. Yes, there we go.
3.
2 episodes of the One Piece show to finish it, 2 games of Rivals, 2K25, 2 episodes of Absolute Batman. While I was in a car with Chandler when we had 2 tickets to go to a movie.
Hell yeah.
So a lot of hell of a lot of 2s going on.
How many times did you guys kiss? 22 times?
Like 235.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was a lot.
You weren't going to stop one too, bro.
You guys were going to keep going, but then you decided
you had to watch the movie twice and missed the first time. Yeah, but that's all I got for right now. But I'm currently looking for a new comic to go into, and I'm thinking it's going to be Darkhold Spider-Man. I want a Dark Spider-Man one, and I think that's a good one.
I've got another actual suggestion. Absolute Martian Manhunter, if you haven't.
Dude, Karen has been telling me about it. He says it's so good.
I've seen the comic explain guy doing that one. It's crazy. And it's like a genuinely, like, it's different in a way Absolute Batman isn't different. Like, Absolute Batman is just taking characters to their extreme in one aspect. Martian Manhunter is like a complete 180 from anything about the character you've known. But it's very visually appealing and cool from what I've seen.
That reminded me, we got a description of the Clayface movie too. TLDR, it's a movie about an actor who gets jumped by a gang and then tries to use science to fix his face, and then it goes poorly. It's described as a body horror movie, and he is supposed to be the only DC character in the entire movie. That's the description.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else? You watch anything else, Scott?
About to watch Batman, Yakuza, and all the viewers should definitely tag along so they can follow us. So make sure to like and subscribe and be back next week, and comment down below what you think of Fantastic Four, the 4 first Fantastic Steps, and Batman the Yakuza.
Dude, this is a long. If you made it to the end of this podcast, congrats your fucking.
Yeah, I applaud you for
holy shit. Like that is very impressive. This is far and away the longest episode we've ever had. It's insane. It's crazy that it was an hour and 30 before we even started going into the next segment. That's never happened before. Yeah. So yeah,
can we throw like an Easter egg in there? Like if anyone's made it this far, like comment something.
Yeah, just say like pickle or something.
Yeah, pickle in the comments.
I meant the thing on top.
I feel like
yeah.
The thing on top. Yeah, just the thing on top.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Comment the thing on top. That's it, and it's comment if you made it this far. I think like only mom will make it this far. That's like it. Maybe Noah. We'll see. I don't know.
No, you got this.
Yeah, Noah, you go. The absolute unit. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week with Batman Yakuza. Does anyone have any quarrels before I end the podcast?
All right. Quarrels are out.
Hell freaking yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next week with Batman Yakuza. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a fucking long one. See ya.
Have a great time.